Take it up into the highest gear. Shave off a couple seconds here. Rubber is burning, the wheels keep on turning, and I'm about to get excited here. Slam the brake and we're drifting clear. Time starts unwinding, the freedom is frightening. Lean back and just let it go. Closer to your inner soul. Feeling the fire, the pit of desire. Lose your fear on the next break. Spin it out on a fast take. Excited here. Drifting clear. Fire, desire. Countdown to midnight, we're slaves to the moonlight. Take it up into the highest gear. Shave off a couple seconds here. Rubber is burning, the wheels keep on turning, and I'm about to get excited here. Slam the brake and we're drifting clear. Time starts unwinding, the freedom is frightening. Lean back and just let it go. Closer to your inner soul. Feeling the fire, the pit of desire. Lose your fear on the next break. Spin it out on a fast take. Excited here. Drifting clear. Fire, desire. Next break, fast take.
Hello and a bird bath. And it is time for E3. Welcome back to BIRDRYAN Nights. Today we will be watching all of the E3 press conferences that are available to watch on the internet. And as you can see, there is about 2.5 minutes left until Ubisoft Forward starts. Can we expect Just Dance 2022 and Assassin's Creed 77?
How do I tame the deer?
Only time will tell.
Oh, not like that.
So realistically, the only thing I'm personally hoping to see at this is Beyond Good and Evil 2.
No, I
if
feel
that
bad.
still exists, I really have no idea. But that game does actually look really cool, and hopefully it doesn't get cancelled or something. But I don't know. Ubisoft shows are usually not that bad. They're pretty good, even if I'm not interested in all the games. They usually have at least like 1 or 2 interesting things to show, as opposed to like EA. EA is generally pretty terrible. Yeah, Rocksmith. Yeah, they published that, didn't they? How's it going, Winter? Do they still update that game and everything? Like, our new song packs and all that sort of stuff getting added to it all the time? I'm pretty good. A little bit hungover, but I'm excited for E3, so. I had a little bit too much to drink last night. It's okay, I'll just have to have a little bit more to drink today to make up for it. Oh shit. Alright, and as tradition around here, cheers guys. Good way to start things off. Nice. So so it's done now. Like they're not.
Hi everyone,
putting new
and
DLC
welcome
into
to
it?
Ubisoft Forward. I'm Neelam.
And I'm Yusuf. We're so thrilled to be back hosting Ubisoft Forward. Over the next hour, we'll be your guides to all the latest news and exciting announcements coming from
I liked
Ubisoft.
when they had
So much
Aisha
in store for
Taylor
you today,
doing the
including
hosting
deeper looks at Far Cry 6,
for them.
Riders Republic,
She was really
and
good.
Rainbow Six, plus a
She was
few
really
other
funny and
surprises
entertaining.
You'll find out about soon enough.
Neelam, I'm excited. We're filming this together. We got this gorgeous set. E3 is back. But I know why y'all.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I know a lot of people do really like
let's
that
get
game.
right into it.
The Rainbow Six operators are facing off against an evolving and deadly threat. You'll no doubt have noticed that the alien parasite.
Let me know if I
has
should
spread
turn
to
down
new
the
areas.
turn down or turn
It's
up
time to suit up
the volume a
and
little
step
bit.
into the containment zone.
Here's a deeper look at Rainbow Six.
Should be pretty good though.
I used to feel so much peace staring into the heavens until a piece of it fell.
Extraction. Which one is this? Is this the I know there's the weird like zombie one, the quarantine one.
And the nightmare began.
Oh yeah, that's good. I've got quality options too, so that's a good sign.
We thought it could be contained,
That their servers aren't like getting super hammered.
but it evolved. So we did too.
One of our own is MIA. I need an extraction team.
I heard that they felt they had to like change the name of the
If there's a way to
the Rainbow
stop
Six
them,
quarantine or whatever
You
because of the
will find
pandemic. They probably, thought it was bad
But I
optics or
know
whatever.
you will
Like no one wants to hear about fucking quarantine anymore.
first.
Okay, the plan. Nomad, secure our exit. I'll take out the nests.
And
Oh shit. Hey Graham, how's it going? I've never really personally gotten into Rainbow Six. Oh yeah, this is the one. They changed the name to Extraction. If you're lagging, it's probably you today, I would assume. Because I have quality options, Graham. So you should be able to lower the bitrate if you're having issues.
Hold on. I've got company. Coming through.
The thing with this game, like it looks alright though. It doesn't look that bad, but like clearly they only had, they called it Rainbow Six just because just to sell units, right? Like this has nothing to do with Rainbow Six. But it'll sell better because of the name.
Not so fast. Target the breacher!
What about yeah, Rainbow Six is definitely more interesting than Call of Duty. Call of Duty, I don't like hate Call of Duty, honestly. Like I appreciate its, like the gameplay is, it is what it is. Like it's its own thing, sort of thing. But it just, I've played so many of them at this point, I'm just kind of just over it.
Too bad you missed all the fireworks.
Team, it's Ash. We're not done yet. VIP down.
A Ubisoft original. I don't know, that doesn't look bad.
Now I know you must have
I do,
a ton of questions after seeing that trailer.
I do really
and
want
we
to
have
play Back 4
answers,
Blood though.
as well
That
as a
game looks
full
awesome.
gameplay walkthrough coming
I'm probably
up,
getting that
so
on
hang
PC.
tight. My name is Richard. I'm your resident community developer coming to you from North Carolina. We're thrilled to be back to give you an introduction to Rainbow Six Extraction. With me today in Montreal, I have Bruno Lalonde, our lead technical director, and Alicia Fortier, game designer, to help walk us through. Alicia, what can we tell our players about Extraction?
Extraction is a 1 to 3
I hear
player
you.
co-op experience. You
I'm
might
not
think
the
you know what
greatest
you're getting
FPS
into
either,
since
like,
there's gonna
I'm
be some of
pretty
your
shitty,
favorite
to be
Rainbow
honest,
Six
but-
operators, but it's going to be completely different because this time you're not fighting against each other. You're coming together to face an unprecedented, evolving alien threat.
I was actually, I feel like I was
Some of the
really good
operator's
at
abilities, gadgets,
Black Ops
and
2
tech
multiplayer
should feel
and like the
familiar to Siege
original
players,
Modern Warfare
but this
multiplayer.
time, as you progress through
But
the game,
other than
you'll
that,
unlock new
I'm
ability
shit in like all of
upgrades
them.
and a whole new arsenal specifically designed to take on this new threat.
So the operators we just saw in that trailer are very familiar.
The shooters
What
I'm best at
happened to
are
Hibana?
like the ones that are
She
like,
got captured.
that
In
focus on like
Extraction,
other
you're
things
always
too.
putting it all on the line. If you are
Like, I was really fucking good at the Uncharted
missing in action. You can't
2,
play
3, and 4
MIA
multiplayer.
operators until they're safely recovered.
But that's because you can
and
kinda,
your
like, stealth
squad are
around
to
and,
come
like,
back together to get back
do
in
things
there
other
and
than
get
just shooting.
them out. Every
And same as
time
Overwatch,
you
like,
go in the
I'm pretty good at
containment zone,
Overwatch,
you risk
I think,
losing
but
all your progress and
that game
upgrades.
isn't really
So
just
stay
broadly
on your
about the
toes
shooting, right?
and
It's
weigh every
everything
move
else
you
that
make.
goes along with it too.
Balancing that risk and reward scenario is going to be tough. Bruno, can you tell us a little bit more about the alien threat? What is it? Who are they? And where do they come from?
Oh, exactly, yeah.
What we know
Uncharted's
is
amazing. I
Arcades
love those
are
games.
evolved form
Those are some
the
of my favorite
parasite
games of all time.
That was first detected few
I love
years
all of
ago
those. They're so
during
fun.
the outbreak event in New Mexico. But a lot have changed since. The parasite has spread to 3 new regions, emerging in several containment zones within
Such
New
French
York,
Canadian.
San Francisco, and Alaska.
Canadian.
This is what we know so far. Within the containment zones, the alien ecosystem is in a continual evolution, as incubation nests and their sprawling tissue spawn procedurally, taking over different areas of the map and reaction to the
Do you ever like
parasites.
encounter any French
The
Canadians
parasite
down where
is
you
always
live?
spreading, always evolving. But it didn't look too happy about the operators disturbing their new home.
Like, do they just like show
What
up
do we
from
think
time to
about
time?
kids?
And you're like, oh, it's a
Well,
French
the
Canadian.
black gulag sprawl is probably the first thing you will take on. It spreads to the map once your presence is detected, slowing progress and helping the Arkeens. Some of the other threats you may have seen in the trailer are the long-range spiker, the
French Canadians
breacher,
are sometimes
the shape-shifting
dicks.
tormentor,
They have like a bad.
There's a lot more species of
They have like a bad
Arkeens
reputation here,
and
sort of.
mutation that have been observed. More to come on that very soon.
Thank you both so much for joining me. I'm really excited to dig into more
Like
of
they're
the details.
people kind of
We still have
stereotypically think of
crossplay
them
to
as
talk
like really
about.
snobby.
Yes, that's right. Extraction will bring everyone together regardless of the platform. And for our Rainbow Six Siege community, we have exclusive unlocks for you in both games. Okay, you've been waiting long enough. Let's take an exclusive first look at some gameplay footage. Here is Rainbow Six Extraction.
So I'm guessing this is like a team-based, like something like Left 4 Dead and Back 4
Welcome to
Blood
Rainbow
sort of thing.
Six Extraction, the new
That's the
tactical
vibe I get
co-op
from it.
shooter game where Rainbow Six operators are dropped into alien territory. In today's walkthrough, we're on a
Probably
mission
with
to
more of like
investigate
a
anomalies identified at the Orpheus Research Center in Alaska.
looter sort of
HQ will
thing.
provide additional instructions.
We need new data on the parasite's underground network. It keeps evolving.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Adapting. Plant auto trackers on dormant nests. Don't destroy them or we'll lose the tracker.
Obviously not all of
As
them
a
are like
squad of
that, but
three, Ella, Alibi, and Sledge.
yeah,
will
they
use
do
their
kind of have a
operator
bit of a bad
abilities to complete
reputation.
objectives, assist each other, and obliterate Arkeans in their way.
Drone spinning up.
Hey Kingsman, how's it going?
That's a grunt.
Hey
Easy
Grim.
for a nest to incubate and bring to life, not so easy to eliminate in large numbers.
Converge on location. Nice and quiet.
The enemy reacts to intrusions in their ecosystem.
These are
including
weird
operators.
monsters like aliens.
So stealth tactics are the way to go.
Yo, thanks for the like.
Visual on net. Place auto trackers for our reactor engine.
They're like the molded from RE7 basically.
Auto tracker activated.
The parasite generates sprawl, a substance that connects their whole ecosystem.
Sprawl.
Alert an Archean, and a nearby nest wakes up too. Archeans move faster in sprawl, but operators
heck?
get slowed down.
That's weird.
The squad can use their react light to see bioluminescent properties in Archeans and in the environment. The contrast helps to better identify targets.
Oh, that's cool. So it's like Rainbow Six Siege basically, but with aliens.
Good job.
Identifying Archean variants helps the team determine the best approach to take them out. Spotted a rooter. It can immobilize anyone in front of it, so Sledge will swing around back.
Cool.
Get out
It looks alright actually.
Swarm appears. Don't push your luck.
Ella, go!
That was close. Here, the team can regroup and resupply. Airlock doors will open onto the next subzone, which will be tougher than the first.
We need tissue samples from those Archies, and we need them gone.
I don't know if I would play this personally, but like it looks pretty good.
It's right there. React blade, do your thing.
That target is finished.
One
It's kind of
down.
weird how they
Not
just
done yet.
like evaporate when you kill them.
That's your target. Don't put it to death just yet. Get that sample.
We've located a spiker. It can fire armor-piercing projectiles. Alibi deploys a Prisma hologram.
Deploying the bait.
Yeah, definitely. Like this is like I can't imagine you like wanting to play this by yourself. This would be pretty fun with a few people though.
The squad can use React tech to go further in incursions. The more intel they collect, the more tech they'll have at their disposal to fight off this threat.
I wonder if
all
it's gonna
about
have
teamwork
stuff
to
though
outsmart the enemy.
like the looter shooter elements, like the Division does, or if it's just gonna be like a mission based sort of thing.
To increase the arc mine's efficiency.
You would like preset loadouts and shit like that. It doesn't really look like there's looter shooter elements, but
That's the way. Keep hunting.
That's the React threat sensor. Smasher incoming.
Smasher.
Wow, that did it. Take out the leader. No leader for the Archies to follow.
Another objective completed. The squad can either exfil at the extraction point to bring home the latest intel, or move to the next airlock. The third subzone will be the most challenging yet, a true test of both tactical team strategy and operator reflexes.
Some Archies
Yeah, this is a
are
Ben game,
responding
though.
to an elite as if they're communicating. No way we'd let them mobilize.
I don't think Ben's really into these games though.
Hunt them down until the elite comes out of hiding.
Like I can't remember Ben ever playing a Rainbow Six game.
That's dealt with.
The elite will show up any second.
Enemy located! Eliminate my target! I'm compromised! Eyes on hostile! Operator down!
Tormentor.
We have an operator in stasis.
What the
An
hell?
operator is now MIA.
I don't know if you can hear this, but we're mounting a rescue. Hang tight.
Dude, Doom 2016 is so good. Doom Eternal is amazing too.
You heard it. A rescue mission is underway. React still needs you.
Yeah, it looks alright.
Operators, it's time to unite and stand together against this emerging threat. Squad up with friends in co-op or step into the containment alone.
Stay tuned for more Rainbow Six
When's Just
Extraction
Dance
intel coming
2022?
very soon.
If you think fighting aliens is tough, try learning guitar.
Well, that
Oh,
was
shit.
a segue.
10 years
Yo.
ago, Rocksmith
Here
redefined
you go.
music learning by introducing the first console game that taught millions how to play guitar.
Whether you're already an expert or just starting out, Rocksmith has an approach that's for everyone. A fun and interactive way to learn guitar.
I wonder what kind of
And in
let's
the
see what kind of
decade
cool
since its
technology
release,
they
our
implement into
community
this one.
and its impact have only amplified.
This year, let's turn it up to 11 and see what's next for Rocksmith.
Like the tech behind the way the game works is probably way better now too, I bet. Yeah, it's a lot of puns. So I'm guessing it's got all the full library from the first game as well. So it's gonna have a fuck ton of songs. So there's like a smartphone app kind of thing. Does the smartphone app already exist, or is that like a new thing? That's new, cool. I'm guessing that maybe lets you like add songs to your library and like queue things up or something. And it looked like there was some kind of like like forums or something for the community as well. Cool.
I'm Arthur Von Nagel, producer at Ubisoft San Francisco.
Cheers,
and
guys.
Rocksmith has truly been a dream project for me. As a lifelong gamer and a touring musician, Rocksmith is what I wish I had when I started learning music. And that's why I'm thrilled to share the next evolution of music learning, Rocksmith Plus. A new interactive music learning subscription service available this year.
Subscription
service. Learn how to
service.
play guitar and bass by playing along to master recordings of your favorite songs. Connect your instrument to your PC, console, or mobile device and get real-time feedback as you play.
So it's not like a straight up
Connecting with Rocksmith Plus will be easier than ever now that you can
purchasable
use your
game.
phone as a microphone. Download the app, log in,
Or is that like
sync
a
to Rocksmith
separate thing
Plus,
altogether?
Set it down and play along. Now acoustic players and electric players with
Okay,
bands
that's a separate
can
thing.
use
That's the
Rocksmith
app.
Plus with no extra gear needed. It's a game changer. And we're excited to reveal Rocksmith Plus will have a huge amount of songs at launch. All songs in the library will have chord charts that'll be perfect for rhythm players who want to learn the foundation of a song. to
Wait, so
hum
I'm
and strum
confused as to
along
what
to.
exactly
They'll
this
still
is
have
then.
the
So this is the
note-for-note
app,
authentic arrangements for players that want to play songs exactly.
but like, are they
how
just
the
going to
artists
update
originally played
the
them. And each week,
like the
we'll
base
release a
Rocksmith
steady
game, or are they
stream of new
releasing like a
authentic
new version of it?
arrangements to keep growing that portion of the library? We're also introducing the Rocksmith Workshop, a new tool that lets users create and add their own arrangements for songs we've licensed. Your subscription will give you access to all those songs, more content than ever before, including genres beyond rock. We'll have pop, hip-hop, country, Latin, R&B, all sorts of metal subgenres. We'll have music from all over the world, from big stars.
That's the vibe I
to
get, but
indie
they still haven't said the name of the new
most
version of it.
diverse song library
Or if it's just
ever
still gonna be
seen
called
in
Rocksmith.
music learning software. Rocksmith Plus will still have our proven practice features like adaptive difficulty and riff repeater, which let you practice.
Like maybe
and
you have to
learn
pay to
at your
update
own pace,
the
or
base
slow down
Rocksmith or
and
something.
repeat tricky parts until you master them. We've improved those features in Rocksmith Plus and are introducing new ones. Beginner and intermediate players will benefit from more personalized learning, thanks to an enhanced recommendation system and more robust progress tracking. Players won't just see their growth on a single song. They can now monitor their progress technique by technique across the board, and overall offer a better sense of how you're improving over time. Advanced players will be happy to know we're introducing a new Rocksmith tablature view. That way you could take advantage of Rocksmith Plus's song library and practice tools in a format that's familiar and one that will hone your tab
Okay,
reading
cool.
skills. We're excited to announce that you can register for a chance to participate in our closed beta right after the show.
Oh, you already registered for it?
Visit our website at rocksmith.com to get
Nice.
an early look at Rocksmith Plus and help us test and create the future of music learning. Thank you so much to the amazing fans who have enjoyed and supported Rocksmith over the past 10 years. Let's jam together with Rocksmith Plus for another 10.
Register now
Cool.
for a chance to play the Rocksmith Plus beta.
Yeah, Rocksmith is really cool. Like it's a
Summer's
great idea
coming,
what
and
what
nothing
they've
gets thrill seekers' blood
they've done
flowing
with it.
like bright sun and fresh trails. And Riders Republic will give them just that.
Riders
Last year,
Republic.
you got a first look
Didn't
at our
this
massive
was supposed to
multiplayer
come out
outdoor
already? I'm
sports
pretty sure.
extravaganza. Since then, the project's grown by jumps and
This game
drives.
actually looks pretty good, in my opinion. If you're into this sort of thing, I'm pretty sure this was supposed to come out already though, like a month or two ago.
Greetings, thrill seekers.
Like this is basically just like
the Republic's stomping ground. From here,
it's almost like Forza Horizon or something,
manage your career,
but for like extreme sports.
Learn to nail those wild moves. Stay stylish. Share your creations with the Republic. Stay on top of the latest news. And take up some ferocious multiplayer action, like Free-for-All or Tricks Battle, our 6 versus 6 team competition. So, here's how it works. Performing big tricks on the modules will turn them from red to blue, and every trick that you stomp will contribute to your team's overall score.
Like this is probably the closest thing to
Turn all
SSX
the modules blue, you capture that distance,
that I've seen
which will
since
help
SSX
multiply
came
your score
out.
into the big time. Progress, progress, progress. To unlock more content, you gotta earn those stars. So, if you want to be the boss of your own career, the world's most famous
It looks like it could be pretty fun though, honestly. Like this looks crazy.
Now, some might say the best parts of the Republic can be found
Sean?
in the city playground. We've got modules.
Talking about Sean White, Graham. Oh yeah, dude.
Maybe you're all about living on the edge.
Tony Hawk.
Either way, to progress,
Like, it's
you
still
gotta
amazing.
earn those stars. Having the right rig is
And I don't know if you've ever played SSX, but like SSX is an incredible game. Yeah, what? Yeah, that's awesome. If the mechanics and stuff in this game are good, and it's like really fun to play, I could see myself playing this potentially.
All right, I get it. Sometimes you just want to explore, bathe in nature.
Yeah, thanks for the like on Facebook, Corey. I appreciate it.
That's right. Everything you do counts. Getting those stars means more rad to be had, and the Republic will abide. There's always something awesome to do as you reach new milestones and unlock
There's
more
Red Bull
challenges.
all the fuck over all of this.
It's the Red Bull Joyride, people. It's infamous. It's spectacular. It's the biggest stage in slopestyle mountain biking. And guess what? You can play it versus your friends. There is so,
Yeah, what is this?
so
That's
much
crazy looking.
more stunts, more sports, more events. Just more, okay? And a natural outdoor playground for you and your friends to enjoy any way that you want.
So yeah, so this looks like good. The thing that would make or break it though, in my opinion, is like the
We mean it. Look at all these riders.
like the core mechanics, and if it's like, you know, if it gives you like a good adrenaline rush.
Don't miss out on
I remember SSX used to be so fun because of that. It was just it was really fun, just like racing the tracks and stuff, and it had a pretty good like adrenaline rush going for it. But like everything else in this game makes it look really fun. And there's just all sorts of crazy shit happening. Like, what is this? Like, those bikes have like fucking jets on them or something. September 2nd. Nice.
Don't keep
Yeah, that
the
actually
mountains
looks
waiting.
fun,
Riders
honestly.
Republic is coming September 2nd, and you can pre-order now and claim your right to rip.
Okay, so we've seen some of our favorite Rainbow Six operators battling alien parasites, but how's their day job going?
You know, ever since Crimson Heist, we're still trying to clear all those pesky Flores drones off the maps.
Year 6 is off to a blazing start, with Siege passing 200,000 concurrent players a few weeks ago. If you haven't joined in yet, 2021 is the perfect time to drop in.
Okay, that game's still big, eh? Tons of people still play Siege.
Six years into our journey with Siege, we are humbled and grateful for the enthusiastic community that has supported this growth. So today is all about sharing quality of life developments that will dramatically improve player experience.
With the community growing every day, we've been hard at work finding ways to improve your ability to play with your friends and meet new players. On June 30th, we are unifying our PC and cloud-based platforms with crossplay and cross.
It's launching on Google Stadia on June the 30th.
Any player on Amazon Luna, Stadia, or PC will be able to queue into games together while having a unified account progression.
And for console players, in early 2022,
gotta get it in on that hot Stadia action.
PlayStation and Xbox platform, and the cross progression will be available between all platforms. For these updates, we needed a bit more time in order to prepare and make sure they have a smooth launch.
Bringing these player bases together benefits everyone. It will finally allow you to play with your friends across different platforms. It also means that your progression will now follow you, anytime and anywhere you play.
We know crossplay is a feature a lot of you has been anticipating, and we are thrilled to see the enthusiasm its announcement has inspired. From your amazing fan art to the awesome cosplays, the Rainbow Six community is the lifeblood that keeps this game moving forward.
We cannot thank you enough for your support. It is because of you that Siege keeps evolving and growing.
To wrap up, here's a brand new animated trailer starring Thunderbird, the new Defender joining Team Rainbow. Check this out.
Ready?
6 years ago, I met a pilot. She saved my life.
Probably.
Damn.
That symbol, what does it mean?
This jacket was my father's. Dagu Wankan, Wichachpi. The Creator's star has many meanings. Love, wisdom, bravery.
Suits you.
Listen, I need to get this bird in the air. You try to get some rest.
You're the boss. What's happening? Shh.
I actually kind of like the art style, to be honest. It's like kind of, it's actually got some pretty cool like texturing and stuff to the backgrounds and stuff.
Wait, that's it? What happened next?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
Yeah, it's pretty low FPS though, but that's a pretty cool art style though.
New projects aren't the only things to be excited about this year. Take a look at the incredible updates coming to our live games in 2021.
For Honor. Yo, I loved that game when it came out. It's actually pretty fun. I wonder, do people still play For Honor? I completely forgot about it. There must be people playing it if they're still updating it. What the hell? Trackmania. Oh, they're adding the Ninja Turtles into Brawlhalla. I've never played this game either. I'm pretty sure I have a copy, but... I remember Kiefer, for some reason, was obsessed with the crew. I remember him always talking about the crew for some reason. Like when it first came out. I just remember thinking it was like a really weird game for Kiefer to like fixate on. He was always like, "Yo, you guys gotta get the crew. My cousin's gonna play it." Hey, thanks for the like on Facebook.
The release of
Costa.
Ghost Experience to the latest teammate update. Ghost Recon Breakpoint keeps evolving thanks to your feedback. But that's not all. As 2021 marks the 20th anniversary of the Ghost Recon franchise,
was that the Terminator?
We are happy to announce that there are still many more surprises to come. Stay tuned, Ghosts.
Just Dance has always been about connecting with friends and family.
Hey, look, it's Just Dance.
You're in good company. There are
Never
no
would have
bad
expected to see this here.
days. So move the coffee table, alert the local homeowners.
Yeah, thanks for the follow too, Costa. I appreciate it. You know what I don't like about this game? I don't like them telling me what to do. Okay. Like maybe I don't want to dance. Like I don't appreciate them telling me that I have to do it.
Hello, my name is Todd Rickall, and I'm a singer, dancer, actor, director, and choreographer. I am super excited to announce that my song, Nels Hair Hips Heels, is going to be a part of Just Dance 2022.
Yeah, this guy's awesome.
Face, eyes, thin waist, thick thighs, you, me, you, wish, new phone, who, this. But that's not all.
Yeah, this guy's awesome.
For the first time ever, the Just Dance team and I are collaborating to give you an exclusive version of my song for Just Dance 2022. Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, 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 and then sashay. To me, Just Dance allows people to express.
I think I've heard of this guy before, but I've never actually seen him.
Who they are and their individuality in such a fun way. Just Dance has transformed millions of lives, and I hope that this song brings you all so much joy, whether you're dancing alone or with a group, to work out, or just to have fun.
Dance.
It's going to be a great time, and I can assure you, you will not just play, you will absolutely slay. The new lyrics were handcrafted specifically for Just Dance, and let me tell you something, they're full of sass because, you know, they were written by yours truly, but I guarantee they are going to give people so much confidence. That's the reason why I wrote Nels Hair Hips Heels, and now it's been Just Danceified. I don't think they're ready.
Is he like a drag queen too or something? I could see him being a drag queen.
I had making it. Oh, and one last thing. You will have the opportunity to be a part of the making of my new video, which will be released alongside the new Just Dance track. For more information on how to participate, darling, just check the link below. We got you. I cannot wait to see you all living your best life and being the most fabulous you have ever been. I will see you all in Just Dance 2022. Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, 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 and then
Those games will never cease to exist, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah. Maybe that's where I've heard his name or something. From RuPaul. My girlfriend's like obsessed with RuPaul's Drag Race.
It's time.
I've watched it like once or twice, but I never really got
It was
into
a
it.
big year for the new chief of the Raven clan, but your journey with Eivor is far from over.
So I think they've made like they've made a good choice with this series though, at least. Like not releasing, forcing a new release every year.
In November 2020, we released Assassin's Creed Valhalla. To our delight,
Because Valhalla
it was the biggest launch
is
for
apparently
any
actually
Assassin's
quite
Creed
good.
game to date.
And
We
it
have
sold
you
really
to
well,
thank for
so.
that. Becoming Eivor, a Viking leader going on a quest to fight for a new home, is an adventure that resonated closely with many of you. I certainly had fun exploring England with Eivor and stumbling across unique world events that left me with memorable side stories.
I'm surprised Ben hasn't played this yet. This is like his favorite game series ever.
To see how you dedicated yourselves to the Viking lifestyle. You've led more than 300 million raids in total, and built more than 100 million buildings in your settlements. Congrats. Eivor still has a long journey ahead, and we've been continuing to offer free updates for all players to enjoy post-launch. These updates include time-limited festivals, new quests, and even whole new game modes, such as the River Raids update and the Mastery Challenge. We add in community-requested tweaks and features too. For instance, we'll be adding one-handed swords in the coming weeks. The team is also working hard.
How is there not one-handed swords in the game?
Improving the game experience for everyone. We've been tracking various known issues on our forums, and also shared our complex bug-fixing process in a recent dev blog. We love seeing your continual feedback, and we thank you for your patience and support for the game. On top of regular free updates, we're also building on Eivor's story and the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla through game expansions. Wrath of the Druids released a few weeks ago, allowing players to explore Ireland and battle a mysterious cult, the Children of Danu. In our second upcoming expansion, you'll get to relive the Siege of Paris. This is the most ambitious battle in Viking history, taking place in war-torn Francia. You'll have to do everything in your power to uncover enemy secrets and form strategic alliances in order to safeguard your clan's future. Players may be excited to learn that black box infiltration missions are returning. This means you're given a goal for a mission, but how you'll achieve it is up to you. Expect new abilities.
Wait, what?
Weapons,
that was crazy.
Gear, and of course, new enemies. Watch out for the Siege of Paris coming this summer. Assassin's Creed has long focused on the exploration of history, and we are happy to announce that the new Discovery Tour will be released this fall. It will be free to all who own Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Explore the world and take a deeper dive into the history of the Viking Age. The team has crafted a new experience where you'll get to play as people during the time of Vikings and follow them in their endeavors, big and small, while collecting exclusive rewards.
Okay, that's kind of cool,
Whether
actually.
you're an Assassin's Creed fan with a heart for history or a student looking to supplement your knowledge, the Discovery Tour Viking Age will have you covered.
So I'm guessing there's like
Valhalla
probably
doesn't
very
stop
little
here.
combat in
For
that.
the
Then it's
first
just
time
like
on an Assassin's
play the
Creed
life
title,
of normal people.
We'll be supporting the game well
That's pretty
into
cool,
its
actually.
second year. Well, this year will be a very active year for the game. We're already working on more expansions for next year. Something tells me that Eivor is not done with Odin yet.
So you've seen some great games from us, but we also have news about the movies and TV series we've been working on.
Our Ubisoft Film and
No
Television
Beyond Good
team
and Evil?
has some exclusive content to share. Up first is Mythic Quest, the workplace comedy set in a game development studio that's streaming on Apple TV+. If you haven't watched the second season yet, here's a look at what you've been missing before the upcoming season finale.
Yo, thanks for the follow on Facebook, Asgar.
I was emotionally manipulated.
What's the difference?
That's it. Except make it about me and not the world.
I feel really seen and heard.
I don't want to see you or hear you.
She played us to get what she wanted.
She inspired us.
She emotionally manipulated us.
What's the difference?
Up next is an
Is that supposed to be
exclusive
any
look at a new
good?
trailer
I've
for
like
our
heard about it a
feature-length
lot of
movie,
times, but
Werewolves Within. It's a whodunit with teeth.
I think it was, yeah.
Theaters June 25th and on demand July 2nd.
Hello, everyone. I am Josh Rubin, the director of Werewolves Within.
And I'm Sam Richardson, the star of Werewolves Within.
Werewolves Within was based off a Ubisoft game, and we're so excited to bring you an exclusive look just for you.
Check it out. Dr. Ellis?
I told you, she's probably tanked.
Touch this door again, I'll shoot.
what is this? I've never even heard of this.
Dr. Ellis? Getting lost, please. We need answers.
It didn't disappear.
What did you say? It did just... Shh, shh, shh. What?
It's not Emerson Flint. It's one of you.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Okay, well... What did her eyeball say?
Look, we don't understand. Can you just please come out?
I'm afraid I can't do that, Ranger Wheeler. You could be one of them.
What is she?
One of what? A what?
A werewolf.
The roads are effed. Something's wrong with the generator. Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
I'm gonna go get a croissant.
Hey, isn't that
Out of curiosity, who is packing? We having a good old-fashioned sleepover.
With guns, though.
With guns, yes.
Isn't that the AT&T chick or whatever?
How the heck?
Not littering, I'm just excited.
Not judging, just watching it.
I've never. What is
Follow
that?
Mythic Quest on Apple TV Plus, and be sure to catch Werewolves Within this summer in theaters or on your on-demand platforms.
Oh, is it a movie?
No hero story is complete without a great rival to match them. After all, even the most vile tyrant is a star of their own narrative.
When it comes to memorable villains, no one does it better than Far Cry.
I guess they're making movies and TV shows and stuff, yeah.
Please, we have to get on that boat.
Abuela, what the hell I'm gonna do with baseball cards?
Do you have any idea what these are worth? Let us through.
Even I know about the AT&T chick,
Always
and
making new
I live in
friends.
Canada, where we don't even have AT&T.
Where's Alejo?
He gave up his ticket.
Yeah, this is Far
For his
Cry.
family.
They already showed this
Bullshit.
like a couple days ago.
Alejo is an orphan.
Alejo's not going anywhere anymore. Come on, Marco. Let them on.
Vamos.
Good man.
Get out of boxing now.
Is he the main character in this? Or is he like the villain?
Gracias.
Usually the other Far Cry games are like
That's all I've got.
they usually like have the
This isn't right, Danny. We should be fighting.
cover
not
character is
going
like
to
the villain
young
sort of
kids.
thing.
Alejo gave you a fucking gift, Lira. We survive. Same as the orphanage, same as the academy. What's that?
Please, no, this is a fishing boat. Dios mío, no!
I'm guessing it's Giancarlo Esposito. Gotta be right. Yeah, it's him.
Before he was El Presidente, mi papa loved to fish. We would go out on a boat, just like this, and we would catch the fish and then release them. He would say, it's not always about your stomach, mijo. It's about the challenge. Except when he caught a big,
that juicy marlin. You was too proud to let that fish go.
Si tirano! You have poisoned Yara! You have poisoned your sword!
I have caught a very big fish today. Haven't I, Diego? Diego!
No way.
I have caught you, mijo. Now it's time to bring you home.
I don't want this anymore, Papa.
We have no choice.
Let them go. They can work. Make Viviro.
Truth or lies?
Truth.
They could be good workers. They could help rebuild paradise. But if you wanted them to live, you would have never set foot on this fucking boat. 13 years old. And Diego has such compassion for his people. These fish, we will catch and release.
You've just seen another disturbing lesson from Anton Castillo, passed down to his son Diego as he grooms him to become the future ruler of Yara. The most important part of crafting a Far Cry villain isn't the fact that they're evil or shocking. It's that there's someone that could sit across from you at the dinner table and charm you into thinking that everything they believe, no matter how twisted or horrifying, could be absolutely true. That's the secret to Anton's power, and we couldn't be prouder to have him join the Far Cry family. Now, when creating Anton, we had quite a lot to live up to. Because when you think Far Cry, you think about its rich legacy of villains. Which makes today a very special day for Far Cry fans. Not only did we get to see into the mind of Anton Castillo, we finally get to unveil some of our post-launch plans. Our
guy's really
dream
intense.
was to honor the Far Cry villain's tradition and introduce a brand new experience. It is time to see the other side. Go further down the rabbit hole, and it's up to you to find a way out.
What is going on?
He looks like a deepfake. What, the guy like narrating? He's definitely real.
Tell your mother and sister to.
It's because I'm guessing the background is like keyed in.
That is all that matters.
Peekaboo, motherfucker. Where the fuck am I?
The hell?
I too am a king who isn't afraid to slaughter to get what he wants. In my way.
What is this, like some kind
Is
of
this a
online
test?
thing or something?
A dream. An opportunity.
Then I will not waste it. You are beyond salvation.
Did I ever tell you?
Or just like a weird spin-off with all the villains? That's bizarre. Yo, Blood Dragon? Yo, Blood Dragon. AKA the only Far Cry game I've ever had interest in.
We're so excited excited for you all to check out this next game.
Oof, Neelam, I can't wait to get my hands on this one.
Is it Beyond Good and Evil? It might be. What is it? Wait, what? Okay, no, it's not. It's Rabbids 2. Oh my god. I heard rumors that they were working on this. It's another Rabbids game. Oh my god, that's horrifying. I don't like that. It's time for a shot. I don't like that thing. I do not like that Rabbid star. Yeah, there's gonna be Rabbid Rosalina for sure. Is it gonna be like Mario Galaxy crossed over with Rabbids? That's kind of what it seems like. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, that's pretty fucking hilarious looking. The hell? I mean, the first one definitely sold well enough. Sparks of Hope. The Rabbid Rosaline was pretty hilarious looking.
The whole team is super proud of this new game, and I can't wait for you to experience it.
It's fair to say that we did something quite surprising with the concept of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom battle. And for this project, we didn't want to stop there.
Hi everyone, Mario and the Rabbids are back. And I'm so excited to be back as well today to unveil our new project.
Unveil?
Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. We are diving back into this unique crossover with even bigger ambition, expanding our universe on a major scale. This time it's not just the Mushroom Kingdom, there is an entire galaxy to save. To do so, you will lead a brave yet reckless team of unique heroes, including some fresh faces like Rabbids Rosalina and other surprises. On their quest to repel evil across the galaxy, their spaceship will bring them from planet to planet. They will be facing a powerful villain, Cursa, an enemy unlike anything our heroes encountered before. But they won't be
like a
alone.
giant space squid.
By their side, they will have their new allies, the Sparks. These surprising creatures, born from the merge of Rabbids and Lumas, will lend their wild
I don't like those
powers
things.
to our heroes. Their natures and origin are at the core of our story. But let's keep some surprises for later.
After the tremendous success of Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the entire team was moved by the amazing reception from players across the world. We were stunned by the love we felt for this unexpected team-up. We know we've been off the radar for a while now, as we wanted to take the time needed to bring this crossover to the next level. It's not just a new story with new enemies, new heroes. Mario + Rabbids Sparks of Hope has big ambitions. It introduces new action elements into the mix that will push the boundaries of tactical games even further. That being said, we also wish to offer an easy-to-play experience for all players, yet hard to master for those of you that are willing to take the challenge. And you will be able to experience this cosmic adventure exclusively.
Yeah, thanks for the like on Facebook, Dianatus.
We can't wait to tell you more about the game soon.
There is an entire galaxy to save, and we cannot wait for you to experience it.
This one has a bit of a better aesthetic, I feel like. The last one was basically just like the standard like Mushroom Kingdom stuff. Like OG Mario Brothers style. This one's got better looking environments. What are the weird cat people? They're strange looking. They're like tiger wrestlers or something. Hey, what? Nice. That looks pretty cool.
So we're not done yet. Let's check in with our CEO, Yves Guillemot.
It's Yves. Wonder when he was gonna. I was wondering when he was gonna show up.
Hi everyone. As you have seen, we have a fantastic and diverse lineup of games coming soon. And this is just the beginning. Thanks to all the teams at Ubisoft.
So have they just canceled Beyond Good and Evil? Like, where the hell is it?
Striving to deliver the best possible game experience.
I bet. Where's Kiefer?
I'm humbled by their resilience, energy, and collaboration.
Oh yeah, gee, I wonder why that is.
During what has been a challenging year. I'm also proud of our industry's ability to bring together millions of players from around the world to share memorable experiences and moments of joy. This is one of the real powers of video games. And it is what motivates everyone at Ubisoft to do our best. Finally,
unless they show it off like right at the end or something.
The players. We appreciate the trust you place in us. Your involvement in our games communities keeps them growing and vibrant. We want to create original, enriching, long-lasting game worlds. And your contributions, feedback, and support make it possible. We also are proud that some of the biggest names
pretty much
in
nothing
entertainment trust our creative teams to develop games within their universes. For example, you just saw Mario + Rabbids Sparks.
Rabbids looks pretty hilarious though.
In collaboration with Nintendo, where everyone's favorite Mario and Rabbids characters return for an all-new adventure.
Far Cry looked like alright, I guess.
And speaking
I'd be more interested in like the
there is one more
story and stuff than anything in that game, to be honest.
We would like to show you today. It is a glimpse of the amazing journey that awaits you in one of the most
Like the only reason I would play that
beautiful
would be because of
but
Giancarlo
dangerous places
Esposito.
of all. Brought to life by the latest version of our Snowdrop engine. I'm excited to share this first look with you now. Enjoy.
Oh shit. Is this actually it? Dude, that trailer that they showed a few years ago, that's an awesome trailer though. With like the pig and stuff. I loved it. Oh no. 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 Ew, come on. And nobody asked for this. Is the second movie ever even going to come out? Like, how long? Like that Avatar is like the same shit as Beyond Good and Evil. It's like Avatar is supposed to have been like a trilogy or some shit for like 15 years now. Like James Cameron is pretty fucking insane though, like I'll say. Like he's extraordinarily talented, that guy. And just like super crazy about like detail and stuff. Like I didn't hate Avatar, but like I didn't particularly like love it either. I thought it was like alright, I guess. But I have like no interest in Avatar really at all. Wait, you never saw Avatar, Graham? Frontiers of Pandora. Yeah, that's really weird though, like... Yeah, I wonder who that's for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure did I see Avatar with you, Ben? I'm pretty sure I did, right? We saw it with Kiefer or something.
You understand now.
You and I are gonna tear shit up!
Oh yeah, I mean Terminator 2 is fucking awesome. Still no Beyond Good and Evil.
That is crazy.
Aliens. I think I like... I don't know if I like Aliens or Terminator 2 better. That's a really hard call. Those are both like really good movies. Okay, well, I don't think anyone expected Avatar. That's for sure. Yeah, no, Alien is definitely better than Aliens for sure, 150%. But Aliens is still a good movie.
Marqueans in Rainbow Six Extraction. Learned some new songs in Rocksmith. Got an adrenaline rush from Riders Republic.
Actually, you know what? I gotta say, Riders Republic actually looks quite good.
New shores in Assassin's Creed
I could see
Valhalla.
myself playing that game.
Witnessed a chilling confrontation in Far Cry 6. And teamed up with our favorite man in overalls in Mario plus Rabbids.
Don't go anywhere. There's still more to come in the post-show.
Bye, y'all.
Riders Republic looked pretty good though, honestly. Mindhunter Season 2? I watched Mindhunter Season 2. Yeah, Mario Rabbids looks fun. Like, it does look like a pretty good game. Oh wait, you haven't seen Mindhunter Season 2? I thought you had seen it. I thought you watched it before I did.
Mainstream game, because Indigenous women especially are very underrepresented in mainstream media.
It's unfortunate because they're not doing another season of it, but
to change with this
like that show is like really good. I really enjoyed Mindhunter.
Does have immense potential to bust on all those negative stereotypes about even Indigenous women, Indigenous people.
If there's anything that can help target an audience to become more interested in Nakoda,
the Rabid Rosalina was pretty sweet.
Technology.
That was like maybe the highlight of the Ubisoft show.
The highest technology, games, and something like this can have a really big impact on youth. And I'm excited.
It wasn't
to
bad
see
though.
the
I don't know. Like I would give it like it was entertaining at
Thunderbird.
least. I don't think that it dragged on too long or anything.
Thunderbird
Like
was
I'd probably
born
give
in
their
Minnesota
actual
territory
presentation like
Saskatchewan. Her civilian name is Mina
like a
Sky.
6,
She
just
values
6.5
her
out of 10.
community, and she's also a protector, whether it's of people.
But as far as like the games and
community,
stuff go, I'd give it maybe like I don't know, like 5 out of 10 personally.
This character to be a pilot, a helicopter pilot, but we didn't know exactly in which field she would be working.
Giancarlo Esposito in Far Cry 6 looks pretty damn cool, but he's good in like anything though. It, like he's getting a little bit
field in which this character would be working.
over like typecast. I feel like maybe now, but
be
like he's still awesome in everything.
Expert within hydrology, because we believe as Nakota people that water is life, and that within that is the struggle of protecting and preserving the environment.
When we started talking about weapons or tools that this
Well, they
character
showed
would have, we were kind of tossing
they
around
showed like some kind of weird. I don't know if it was like a sequel to Blood Dragon. I don't know if you saw it, Ben, but they showed like it was like it had all of the the various Far Cry villains in it, and some kind of like weird drug hallucination sort of thing.
Unique. She's going to be our second operator.
And then they showed something about Blood Dragon, but I didn't really understand if it was like a Blood Dragon re-release or like remaster.
So Kona quite literally is a friend to everyone.
I think it was just a Blood Dragon remaster, but I'm not entirely sure on that.
The Great Plains, we tattooed our faces, and that's
But then they showed it was probably like some kind of weird spin-off like Blood Dragon, where you play as all the different villains.
That's what I wanted to see with this character, was to grab someone's interest enough to want to go out there and find and do research of their own of who the Nakota are.
Yeah, Primal's weird as fuck too.
Am I a Nakota? What's my language?
Primal's more like a full,
What does this symbol mean?
like a full fleshed out game though, as opposed to Blood Dragon is just kind of like a short, linear sort of game, isn't it?
Character from the ground up.
We never really knew each other, and we were so
Whereas like
excited to
Primal's
talk
like a
about
full
this
like open
character,
world sort of
and
thing.
We talked about water, we talked about...
That was the impression I always had anyways.
We talked about all of these things that, you know, that's going to represent a strong woman warrior. She's going to be representing...
Oh right, that New Dawn was like the one with the
you know, that was
like the
really
assassin
what was
chicks or
cool
whatever.
about working with Ubisoft and this character.
Je considère qu'aujourd'hui, quand on travaille dans ces secteurs-là, dans ces médiums-là, c'est notre devoir d'offrir un maximum
The
de
Identical Twins or whatever.
de donner la possibilité à un maximum de personnes de pouvoir s'identifier, de pouvoir rêver, de pouvoir se projeter.
Blood Dragon, truthfully, is like the only one that I really have any interest in.
Repousser de plus en plus les limites de la diversité sur notre projet. On va aller voir un maximum
Blood
de
Dragon looks pretty
communautés
cool.
et de minorités et faire en sorte que n'importe qui a envie de se projeter, qui a envie d'interagir avec Siege, puisse avoir une forme de porte d'entrée au travers d'un personnage qui lui ressemble.
Yes, I think it's a remaster though that is they were showing off. They didn't really show like any gameplay from it. They just showed the logo essentially.
And all Indigenous women and all Indigenous people.
I feel that us consultants worked very carefully and respectfully to develop a character that would make Nakota...
Yeah, it's a co-op game, right?
This is something that's gonna...
Like it's more
really
focused on like the co-op.
impact the kids that are Nakota. I might just, you know, purchase a game console and try it out myself.
Hey everyone,
Thanks for
Yeah,
joining
it
us.
looked weird though, just because it had all of like it had like that Voss guy and like the villains from 3, 4, and 5.
Community and our community team who are going to take you through a bunch of great topics related to the upcoming season of Siege.
Okay, so when is the
Coming hot on the heels of that making of video.
the next thing is the Devolver Digital,
Scenes of her design.
and that's in
In order to
17
help you
minutes.
with that, we have Alex Karpazis from the dev team. Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely. Pleasure to be here.
So before we dive into Thunder,
Yeah, I'll get that all queued up.
I'd love to hear about the process of making an operator. What goes into this, and what steps are involved in
Is
deciding
that guy Canadian?
what to
He
base
totally
a
just did the about
Starting an
thing.
operator starts with a lot of exploration. On the gameplay side, there's a bunch of gadgets we want to try out, things that are
Yeah, the
interesting
Devolver Digital
for
show is going to be
release.
awesome.
On
It's always
the
good.
universe side, there's interesting bios that we want to explore, different kind of people we want to introduce to the cast of characters of Siege. And on the character concept
Oh yeah,
side,
what
we want
something
to play with
Struthers?
different forms and
I can't remember her
silhouettes,
name.
Something that you haven't really seen before in Siege.
In terms of Thunderbird as a character, where did that conception begin?
Thunderbird was really interesting. The entire team knew that we wanted to.
Oh, there's a
feature
Rocksmith
somebody from the
thing
First
happening too.
Nations in North America. This is our backyard. We wanted to represent somebody from that huge community, but we
Canadian
didn't know
Tire.
where to start. And we eventually found that it all
Your break.
really started from the cast.
Wait, did you start working
We
again?
wanted to find somebody who could speak their native language, bring an incredible performance to the character, and
Oh,
really
cool.
do justice to who the character we want to build is.
Yeah, no worries, dude.
So this all began with our star, who is Sarah Lise MacArthur, and she really was
Yeah, that guy's
the
got
driving force
not,
behind
what is that Nazca Valley of the
knows
Wind
how to
thing
speak
that he's got in the
Nakotan.
background?
She has an incredible voice, and that's really what honed in.
It was like
on
a
the
huge
idea
like
of
Nausicaa
Nakotan,
box.
Operator in Rainbow Six Siege.
In addition,
Oh, break from
to
cleaning,
working
okay.
closely on the casting side of things,
I was like, wait,
I
what?
also
Did you go back
understand
to
you
work?
worked really closely, as we saw in the making of video, with consultants.
Yeah, this guy's Canadian for sure.
I know you've mentioned that the symbolism was a really important part of where the consultants came.
You don't
into
like
play.
Nausicaa?
Was there anything in particular with the iconography that they helped with?
Oh, I love
The
Nausicaa.
consultants were immensely helpful and so supportive of what we were trying to do with Thunderbird. Once we knew that we wanted to feature a Nakotan operator, that's when we found 3 amazing consultants, one of them being an artist, to start working on the background of the operator and the visuals. And so when you take a look at Thunderbird, there's actually a lot of emblems and iconography that has a lot of emotion and meaning behind them.
Are there any that you'd be able to dig into specifically right now?
Every single badge on Thunderbird has a meaning. If you take a look at the back of her jacket, for instance, the 6-pointed star, which is a huge, huge symbol for the Nakota Nation. It represents so many things, most of all balance. Balance between life and death, between masculine and feminine. That was a really important thing we needed to nail, and we worked really closely with the consultants to make sure that that emblem was meaningful.
Yo, Graham, so what's all this talk about you getting a bike or whatever?
That's amazing. And I feel like one of the other things that's really, really identifying.
Why are you suddenly getting a bike?
Is the word Wagia. What does that mean to Thunderbird?
So Wagia is Thunderbird in Nakotan. And also we wanted to make sure that
Bikes are kind of like outdated
visible on
nowadays, in my opinion.
Just like
who rides a bike
something
anymore?
that you can hear Thunderbird speak. In
Nowadays,
the
everyone is
report
like
that we released.
longboarding and
That the language was a part of the character was very
And
important.
longboarding.
That's why you see it on the back of the jacket too.
So working with Sarah Lise MacArthur on the animated trailer, were there any big takeaways on your side?
I think the biggest takeaway was we learned so much from
yeah, segways too. Everyone's either riding like a longboard or a Segway.
And the hope is too that many, many more people can learn about the Nakota people.
Like maybe you should just get a longboard, Grim.
Art, and really open up opportunities for people to investigate and learn more about these amazing people.
Thanks for taking the time to bring us.
It's less maintenance too.
Thunderbird. In the meantime, we're gonna jump into
like it's just a board with wheels on it. A bike, you have to worry about like chains and pedals.
I just want to thank the team.
And handlebars.
So incredible. Thunderbird was an immense amount of work.
With a longboard, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's just like wheels.
I also know that they're already hard at work on the next couple of operators that are already being worked on. So thank you so much. It means a lot to so many people to share these operators with the world.
Ready?
6 years ago, I met a pilot. She saved my life.
Yeah, but it's just wheels though. Too many things to worry about on a bike.
That symbol, what does it mean?
This jacket was my father's. Dagu Wankan, Wichahpi. The creator's star has many.
Yeah, this art style is actually pretty good, but yeah, it's pretty like low frame rate though.
Suits you.
Listen, I need to get this bird in the air. You try to get some rest.
You're the boss.
So the tire had a hole in it then. Was she trying to sell it to you or just give it to you for free?
What's happening? Shh.
Yo, the Urge had a song in that movie. Why is there just a bear attacking the helicopter? That bear is so anime looking.
Wait, that's it? What happened next?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
What does them being native have to do with the bear attacking the helicopter? I mean,
hey everyone, my name is Josh.
Kind of fair.
I'm one of the CRs for Rainbow Six Siege. And
I looked over for a second, and I for like a very brief second, I thought this was Tay Zonde. But then I was like, I had to like second glance to make sure it wasn't actually Tay Zonde.
Dive right into it. Up first,
and I was disappointed when I realized it wasn't Tay Zonde.
Toxic Babes. We're excited to announce that with the release of North Star, Smoke's toxic canisters will no longer clip through ceilings, floors, or walls. Up next, bullet hole peeking. We know that for players, it can be frustrating to get killed through a bullet hole and not necessarily know where that bullet hole came from. With North Star, we're excited to announce that bullet holes in soft surfaces will no longer leave small holes that will give an unfair advantage to peekers. Players will need to fire multiple bullets to create larger rotations, and it's worth mentioning that thin materials like window glass, barricades, and the inner core of props will not be affected by this change. Next, let's dive into some of the gameplay.
I don't think that I would like Siege personally, but like it. I get why people like it.
So that you can be more confident knowing how
like it looks like a cool game, just not really my kind of thing. I don't think.
To solve this, we are simulating the way light bounces off objects in the environment and evaluating the strengths of flashes to make sure that they are balanced.
Yeah, he's got the same.
We're happy with the results
pop
so
filters
far,
I have.
and are now testing it to make sure it meets the standards in the heat of a match, and we are currently aiming for a Year 6 Season 3 launch for this. Up next, let's talk about certain skins that are difficult to see. We know that when you're peeking down a corridor, you want to make sure that you're actually seeing your opponent where they are. And we know that there are certain skins
Dude, that Breakpoint game looks terrible.
To combat this, we are introducing rim lighting. That way all cosmetics have a similar visibility across the board. We are currently aiming for a Year 6 Season 3 release for this, so be sure to stay tuned to our social media for updates. Next, we'd like to talk about some issues that tie into your wider player experience with Siege. When it comes to cheating and toxicity, we know these topics are important for our community just as much as they are for us. In our last anti-cheat dev blog, we mentioned that we are working on building new cheat detections based on statistics to uncover our most disruptive cheat users.
Yeah, I know when it first came out, it got pretty bad. Like, I heard that Wildlands was a lot better.
Its accuracy, we are excited to announce that this process is now automatic. This means that sanctions for cheaters identified through data-based means will come quicker and reduce their impact on our community. Implementing an automatic process also allows us to work in parallel.
And no one just gives away a bike,
collaboration
Graham,
with Battle
unless there's something wrong with it.
We are also taking the time to further evolve the MMR rollback system by improving its reactivity and minimizing its negative impact on our players. The goal of
Now, if she had a longboard and she was giving you the longboard for free,
that being said, we know that
would be a
when
different
you
story
win against
altogether.
A team with a cheater and you are rolled back for that, it can be very frustrating, so we are working to address that. We will continue to tweak the design as we work towards a clear and fair system. We are not able to share
I've heard that too, that like
but we are working towards
riding
a
longboards
season 3 release for this, so be
can
sure to
actually
look out for more.
improve your ability to
We have
play
also increased
from
sanction
software games.
penalties for abandon-related offenses, and this will be
So it might actually be
ranked
good to
and
do
unranked, and you will
in
see this
preparation
at the
for your
beginning of North
upcoming playthrough of
Paired
Bloodborne.
with the recent improvements to the match cancellation, we expect this to help discourage this form of griefing while limiting the impact on our committed players. Now, this is only just a snapshot of what we're working on.
Cheers,
Later on
guys.
this week, we will share top issues articles and some of our other we are also hard at work on focused updates for specific top issues, like an update to our anti-cheat dev blog, so stay tuned for more.
Yeah, you're doing a playthrough of Bloodborne, I thought, as part of your losing bet.
All right, and now we're here to talk about something very near and dear to my heart. That's the 6th Guardian program. The program launched Year 5, Season 4, and it was a way for us to focus the efforts of the Siege community on a good cause. And at the time, that first crack at it was with our friends over at Able Gamers. Throughout the course of that season, we were able to raise over $170,000 US for Able Gamers charity. So it was a great success. We thank everybody who contributed.
I thought the deal was that he had to do a playthrough of
All the
Bloodborne.
proceeds from those purchases go to the charity, by the way. And we're not stopping the program there. In fact, we're here today to reveal our next iteration on the program, starting in Year 6, Season 2, North Star. And we are joined by a representative and, in fact, the CEO of our next charity right here. His name is Steve Machuga from Stack Up. Steve, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Eric. Thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. We go back a long way. We're always been looking for cool ways to work together, and I think this is probably the coolest one we found.
Pretty damn cool. Thanks.
What is Stack Up? Why don't you walk us through what your organization does?
So Stack Up is a military charity.
Devolver Digital in like 4
support the
minutes.
U.S. and allied veterans through our 4 main programs. We have our supply crate program where we send Xboxes and PlayStations to units deployed forward. We have our air assault program where we fly disabled or deserving veterans to various gaming events like Comic-Con, E3, PAX, or to studio tours to check out their favorite games, how they get made. Our Stacks program where we have little fire teams of volunteers that get out and do good things in their neighborhood. Volunteer.
This is just a random.
And then finally, last but not least, we have our Overwatch program, which is our 24/7 suicide
stuff
prevention
that
team for
happens
veterans
at E3.
online through our Discord channel. If you're having a tough time, you need someone to talk to. Our volunteers are there and ready to go.
He's not gonna die,
And,
man.
If it's okay to say,
Bloodborne's not that difficult.
Overseas, didn't you?
8 years.
Like, you might die like once or twice, but he'll eventually get through it.
And is that sort of what gave you a bit of inspiration on the downtime?
Oh yeah. Yeah, gaming was definitely something that I used both overseas.
Yeah, and when you do die,
you
you learn a lesson in the game
reacclimatize
on how to play.
myself, to being back home. It's definitely a strange reality. Stepping off the plane and just going down the street to get a chili dog. It's like, where did I just come from again? Oh my, what in the world? It's a very rough transition. So having something to kind of walk me back into reality playing video games was that. And a lot of our guys and gals use gaming to kind of fill up that tough time in their lives where they need a little bit of help, whether it's staying in touch with other veterans or people that they're no longer in contact with. They can play games together across the country from one another. Gaming works out as a wonderful way to keep veterans motivated, their morale high, and generally part of the conversation.
Now, one thing that was interesting that you mentioned in there right at the top is it's
John
not
Romero.
just a U.S.-only charity. You're serving...
That guy looks ridiculous.
Outside of the U.S., is that right?
One of the things that we try to impress upon people is just
like he looks the exact same as he did
we are not
in like
just
the
a
90s.
US-based charity. We help U.S. and allied veterans, which means if you put on a uniform and you're one of our allies through NATO or ANZAC, Australia, New Zealand, any of our allies out there, we will work with you.
And that fits in perfectly with the theme of what Rainbow Six is, right?
Exactly. It's very strange. Like I was actually reading the original Rainbow Six book.
They don't have Devolver doesn't have like a live countdown or anything yet. It doesn't seem like
of this multinational anti-terrorism unit, and being it's
called Max Pass Plus apparently.
Now, almost 20 years later, and it's amazing how far we've come as an organization.
So how do you feel about partnering with Siege and our community on this?
Oh, it's super exciting. I mean, you guys over at Ubisoft sure know how to run games as a service. It's amazing, and we're happy to be a part of it.
It's a wild ride working on Siege, and I don't think any of us would ever change it. So without further ado, we've talked a lot, but I'm sure people want to actually see what this bundle looks like. So we're going to pull up some images here of the bundle, and we'll reveal that it's a skin, in fact, for Valkyrie. So let's have a look there. Steve, how do you feel about this bundle?
Big fan. I was a Valk main for a long time, primarily because
Is it about to start?
Potato aim.
Let's see.
And just being able to throw cameras around and watch avenues of approach as people trying to come in. I get the intel over to the guys who can actually make the shots. So that's where I liked playing primarily as a support class. So Valk's the perfect choice.
The Valk 6 Guardian Stack Up Bundle will be available as soon as Year 6 Season 2 North Star launches this week. And it's going to run for the entire season. So you have a whole season's worth of time.
I still don't see it anywhere.
And the proceeds from your purchase go directly to Stack Up and its great cause. So please consider it. Steve, thank you so much for joining us today.
Is it up
and
yet?
Before I let you go, I thought I'd give you a chance to let the people know how they can contribibute, how they can help out or get involved with Stack Up apart from buying this bundle.
If you're interested in learning more about Stack Up and how we support veterans and mental health for veterans, head on over to stackup.org.
I think it's on here.
The website or Discord channels, discord.gg/stackup.org. Head on over there and some of our volunteers will be right there with you. If you know someone.
Here we go. I was watching the Ubisoft one on the actual Ubisoft channel, so. Shadow Warrior. It has like a very Doom vibe to it. Oh yeah, it's got like the sidestep dash thing too. That's cool. Yo, yes. This is gonna be awesome.
This is our first year of bringing you the very best.
Cheers, guys.
Video games have to offer.
I've got something better.
like the story so far sort of thing.
Today is only the beginning. The future of video games and the future's future.
I don't give a flipping freak about stupid live video game events.
Hello. I need you to help me stop the future's future. Come in on a million streams.
2B is gonna be in Shadow Warrior 2.
Sure about that?
It was already confirmed like a few days ago.
What's next?
The future.
So then, you know, we kind of wrap it up after that. I'm thinking it's like a 4-5 year deal. Huh? I mean, huh? Right?
I think it's shit garbage. Fucking shit garbage.
I mean,
it's a dumb idea that'll never work. And you're an asshole for thinking it up. Who thinks this shit up?
It was me. I thought
An
the shit.
asshole thinks this shit up. We're not doing a 4-year-long series of narrative videos about the futures, whatever the shit.
Devolver Digital Cinematic Universe.
You shut your fucking face.
That was supposed to be me, right? My face. Is that even legal?
All Devolver Digital new hires release wholly any work likeness attribution and / or image rights upon execution of an employment contract, clear as day. Basically, we can do whatever we want with your likeness, even if it is some stupid deepfake video abomination or whatever.
Enough! Enough of this. You, less talking, more typing. I don't like it. The internet would never buy it. We produce
video
games at Devolver Digital, and damn good ones, I'm told. Now, get the hell out of my conference room and take your dumb movie idea with you.
Yeah, but listen, it's not just a dumb movie idea. It's a multi-layered narrative universe. You don't understand. This is art. This is painting with light. This is cinema!
Well.
Listen, Slimes, it is a goddamn white-hot arms race out there. A hype-eats-hype, media-fueled intimidation game, a boss mode, knuckle-fuck nut-kick. And we are falling way the mother-effing ever shit behind. Melissa, do the numbers.
Yeah, so in the last...
It's bad, people. Real type bad. We need a fresh perspective. Something wild. Something stunning. Something new, but not too new, but new enough so that it seems new to those know-it-all know-nothings in the know, you know?
Actually, ma'am, I think...
No.
Record scratch. What? Who are you and why are you making noises at me?
Nina. Ma'am. Nina Struthers. I'm an adjunct under-executive on the marketing team. I'm gunning for synergy officer one day.
Why are you pouring the coffee?
Because we need coffee.
Grab it, Hackjaw. Nina, is it? Put the coffee down and talk at my face.
Well, the thing of it is, a few of us were talking and...
Monetization. As a service.
Zane? What he said.
Monetization as a service.
For 4 decades,
Zane
Devolver
Stoltz.
Digital has been at the absolute leading edge of technical, social, and humanitarian progress in the burgeoning videotainment market. Now, that's no accident. The global research and development teams at Devolver Digital Incorporated have worked tirelessly to deliver to you, the unwashed consumers, so many breakthroughs in the video game entertainment sphere.
Yeah, so far this is like their best one yet. This is fucking hilarious.
Were ever actually problems in the first place.
Devolver Earliest Access delivered games to the marketplace at the exact point of conception. A developer even thinks of an idea and that shit's already for sale. Boom! Devolver Digital Screen Pay allowed loudmouth consumers to not only throw money at their screens, but to throw money at our federally unregistered offshore corporate bank accounts. Devolver even jumped ass first into that crypto lifestyle broth before electric car payments made it all the rage with Loot Box Coin, the market's first and justifiably last
Loot Box Coin.
currency that lived entirely off of the blockchain.
I remember that. Gotta get some of that loot box coin.
Last year, we spent money we didn't even have to fill the void charts huge when your mad, thirsty consumer soul when E3 was canceled. Devolver Land Expo straight up revolutionized the very concept of marketing as the industry's very first quadruple A playable video game trade show.
That lady's just fucking throwing papers in the air.
Video game play as a video game. Progress can't be stopped though, no. So this year, Devolver Digital is taking aim at the blisteringly lucrative subscription service video game market. Welcome to Devolver Max Pass Plus.
Alright, I'll see you in a bit, Ben. Max Pass Plus. Is this going to be a real subscription service to Devolver Games?
Games as a service. A razor-edged industry shuck jive that has served to convert what was, traditionally, a one-time purchase into a potentially lifelong chain ball commitment to reoccurring payments for video games that, well, let's be real deal about this, most of you don't even enjoy anymore. Devolver likes to take things further. Dive the big dive, you know? Take
That lady
the leap,
is jacked.
Push the envelope.
Her arms are
the wet
huge.
sprocket. Go big or go home, and baby, we ain't got no home to go home to. Devolver likes to take things to a place that isn't even funny.
I thought she was just gonna like constantly pump the hand sanitizer.
Prescient. That is why monetization as a service. Give me some more. We see it as a groundbreaking new way to keep consumers locked into a semi-regular non-payment schedule with a novel, if not needlessly complex approach, wherein a top-tier service subscriber, that is you, look at you, is granted access to dozens, if not hundreds of dozens, of premium purchases at the low, low monthly price of no cost to you for the subscription itself. Hit me again!
Hold on. I have to look this up. Is this like a real thing?
That is the Max Pass Plus difference. You simply apply, and your credit competency, work history, genealogical strafe vector, total lunar payload weight, environmentally induced super selection state, and very first magic deck are evaluated on a 29-point density matrix, and boosh, you're absolutely Rose Street.
A completely free subscription service. The new era of monetization as a service. Devolver Max Pass Plus is a groundbreaking new way to keep consumers paying for content under the warm blanket of a subscription service. A no-cost subscription service for top-tier consumers that unlocks access to dozens, possibly hundreds of dozens of premium purchases available only to the most important users.
Anything in our constantly growing collection of video games and video game-related junk for free. Well, not the purchases. They're not free. That would be insane. But access to those purchases, though?
Oh my god.
Totally freezies. Let's check a look. At some of the video games that amazing consumers like you can look forward to, if you get approved, of course, with Devolver Max Pass Plus.
So you can buy games. It's just it's a fake, like it's an under the guise of a subscription service, but not actually a subscription service. It's just their storefront. You buy fucking games. That's hilarious.
平和は単なる幻に過ぎぬ。その喪失を嘆くなかれ。己の行いを悔やまずともよい。武士道というは死ぬことと見つけたり。
Whoa. The heck is this? That style, art style is pretty cool. It looks like claymation almost. Trek to Yomi. That looks pretty cool, actually.
Premium purchase.
Premium purchase. Oh, yeah, this is a speedrunner game. Game looks like designed for speedrunners, basically. It looks pretty cool.
Fashionable. Now that's a phrase. A phrase that goes lock, stock, hand in hand with gamers. An exclusive state of being, if you will, to which only the most adroitly premium amongst us could ever truly endeavor to gain entry. Until now. No. That's this, not this. I'm snapping, damn it! Being fashionable is a natural extension of the Devolver Max Pass Plus premium purchase experience. Brought from us to you by Devolver's own central textile manufacturing and weaponized branding entity subgroups. We would like to present to you our newest collection of exclusive garmentry only available to the Devolver Max Pass Plus survivors. I mean, subscribers. Oh, hi. Shut up. This collection of fashionable, comfortable, and catastrophically unaffordable formal wear was designed and manufactured entirely in-house by an elite selection of our most popular and attractive interns, to whom we've given key action words and access to an internet-connected device and, shall we say, joie de vivre. You may go. Bye.
I like that stoned-ass frog,
in this presentation, the
or whatever that is on that shirt.
Exclusive merch collection is, well, exclusive. Only available to subscribers in a premium purchase, not at all in the subscription fee you may or may not, but may be paying. Fashionable. Am I right? Now, let's take a deep breath and take a peek at these two premium purchase products that will be available to you soon. The adoring Devolver Max Pass
Premium
Plus
purchase.
Survivor. Subscriber.
Oh, man.
Those chili dogs?
Premium purchase.
Shattered sky and boiling sea.
Yeah, it's Vivi.
Miles of heavy trials just waiting in the wind for me. With a howling storm,
That's like literally like a black mage.
I'll see it through this fool's eyes. It's a hope that feeds this funeral pile. Wanna bury it in my hand.
Wizard with a gun. So it's literally like if you gave a black mage a gun and made a game based on that. But it does beg the question, why would a wizard have to use a gun? The art style is pretty cool, but the gameplay looked kind of weird. Chandler the Handler. is this? Is this the sequel to Skatebird? Yeah, I want to play this. Yeah, the music is fucking good too. This looks pretty awesome. Death's Door. Yo, this game looks good. Yeah, that does look good. I would play that. That actually looks really good.
Since
music's
1975,
awesome.
Devolver Digital and the many incredible developers we've partnered with have produced what can only be appropriately described as an imperial buttload of incredible games that consumers worldwide have purchased.
I'd never heard of that. It
never
looks good though.
actually played, and then made public claims about the game's quality in order to substantiate their place in online conversations about whether or not an
Plus,
indie game is
you know,
just
it's a
indie
premium
if it has a
purchase, so
publisher.
yeah, it reminded me
That's
of
why
like
we're proud to
the
announce the entire Devolver
like
Digital
any old
catalog
lady
on
in any
Steam.
Studio Ghibli
It's
movie
available
ever.
at Devolver Max Pass Plus.
That's what it
as
reminded me
a
of.
premium service, not included in your reoccurring monthly payments that we still haven't quite nailed down yet. Each of these gems will be available at a reduced rate for a bafflingly limited amount of time, with discounts ranging from, why not, to fuck me, why are my pants wet? Think of it as a kind of thank you from an old friend that believes you deserve a premium experience. Visit DevolverMaxPassPlus.com for more information.
Premium purchase.
It's like the world premiere thing. Except it's premium purchase. AKA you buy the game for money that you spend. This is a Ben game. What the fuck is this? This looks kind of cool too, actually. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Shadowgate, sort of. Wait, what is it? Is it like a card game? What the fuck? Yeah, what is this? Inscription. That looks pretty cool too. I like the creepy vibe of it. Lots of weird shit going on in that.
Premium purchase.
Hey, kid! Do you love video games?
I'm a grown man. What are you
This
doing
guy
in
looks
my
like a
bathroom?
Kappa.
Do you love video games?
Yes, I play them quite a bit.
Do you want to pay for video games?
Not at all, no.
What if you could play a game for free, but then later we charge you for cool stuff and make you watch ads for minimal benefit to you, the consumer?
Well, that doesn't sound great.
Tumble time. Pick up your phone, it's tumble time. Ignore loved ones.
Devolver Tumble Time.
Reprioritize your life. Let it consume your very being. Turn real money into pretend money and spend it. Collect your favorite characters that you've never even heard of.
Oh my god.
Pick up your phone, it's tumble time. Pick up your phone, it's tumble time.
It's fucking hilarious.
Devolver Tumble Time is the future of physics-based puzzle gameplay, elegant monetization, and strategic brand integration. Choose characters from a loaded roster of your Devolver digital faves and rack up major, huge, big-time game points by matching and clearing the impossibly adorable heads on the tumbler. We mentioned that it's free, right? Because it's free. Except for the ads part, where there are ads, because of course there are ads. Because
What's with all these fucking chili dogs? Everyone's eating chili dogs.
And unleash each character.
He's got like fucking 4 chili dogs, 5 chili dogs.
By creating and activating chaotic chain reactions.
More of them just keep coming out.
Time on the App Store and Google Play by visiting DevolverTumbleTime.com. Woo! Hey! Nina!
Oh, hey. Let's talk about subscriptions for a moment. The subscription service is an instrument of monetization from days gone, when your grandparents wanted to try a new cheese each month and your uncle wanted to look at photos of naked ladies from the comfort of his own tool shed. A relic. An unwieldy, physical beast that we have haphazardly let slip into the digital realm, leaving us with nothing but ones and
I'm pretty sure
zeros
this is the best
to
one they've
stand
done
in
so far. This is
for
fucking
our
hilarious.
stinky dairy
I love
product
it.
and perfect knockers. Devolver, though, aims
Cheers,
to
guys.
return subscription-based addiction back to its more tangible roots with a premium purchase title available only in this. The physical plane of actual, real, for real existence.
Is that?
Goddamn right it is. Introducing Demon Throttle by developer Doinksoft, the creators of Gato Roboto. It is coming to the Nintendo Switch as a physical box set, and only a physical box set through our good friends at Special Reserve Games. Oh, you heard me right. Demon Throttle will not, I repeat, will not be available in any digital format and is only available for you to purchase as a retail product and put on your shelf and to never play or to sell at ridiculous scalper prices to anyone who missed out on its initial
Yeah, that's
offering
weird.
starting today. Check a look.
Check a look.
Premium purchase.
Yeah, that can't be right. There's no way they're not selling the game digitally too.
Just my way.
What?
Or something.
Yeah, they really nailed that played through the VCR input filter on it.
Demon Throttle.
That looks awesome.
Huh? I mean, right?
I love it. It's good. Really good. Great work, Stilts.
Well, it wasn't all
Who'd
me.
have thunk? Big moves by a guy from... Where are you from?
Technically, I'm not supposed to be here.
That's great,
I'm
buddy.
filming-
Okay, now bring it home. Hit me with the big move. What's the punch?
There isn't one. He does not have...
Blades of Steel, yeah. Like terrible compressed voices.
What she said.
What's this now?
Well,
That probably took up
the
like
entire thing
a quarter
on
of the
tape.
cartridge just to fit those
Then-
voices on.
Sell it. Hey, like this, right? Right here. Videotapes. The trick, though, is that there is one and only one, and we sell it to one buyer.
We put
only
the entire thing
just the one
on a tape.
Just the
What?
Sell it.
Okay, and since there's only one and the
It's
buyer
an NFT.
keeps it, and we broke the little tab on the inside so you can't copy it, it is non-fuckwithable. A non-fuckwithable tape, right? NFT for short. It's gonna be there.
Can we do this? Can this be done?
It's actually already been done.
Non-fuckwithable tape.
Okay, the one copy of this entire presentation on tape, the one in this player right here, is available online. For the first Devolver Max Pass Plus Triple Platinum Elite Gold Star Magnum Double XL tier subscriber to go to devolvermaxpassplus.com and buy it. Okay, it is totally non-fuckwithable. It does no damage to the environment, to the energy grid, or the global technology supply chain, because it's just this old tape, right? That Caleb found in a box marked Nancy's Fancies, okay, in the back of an old filing cabinet in the birthing wing, and it's also a tape.
Fucking brilliant.
Yes. Yeah. Zane, Nina, Margaret, Caleb. This is such wonderful. What the fuck?
A savage view, another me.
Wait, what?
Back to reality, another you, and now I'm free. So let's get down with this synergy.
Oh shit. Yeah, so what's gonna happen at next year's? It was all a dream?
Max Pass, Plus Pass, Daydream. Is this illusion? Is this just fantasy? It's a new frontier, the entertainosphere. So let's get up with the scissor cheese. My lunar payload weight is looking out of date. Gotta break the tab.
Okay, so that Death's Door game looked really cool. And, the fuck was that other game? Like the creepy horror looking game. Inscription. Chili Dog Epilogue. Yeah, so that inscription game is like card based. Death's Door looked really good though. Oh, Death's Door is not coming to PlayStation apparently. It's only on Xbox and PC, unfortunately. That game looked awesome though.
And then
It's
you get
Keeley.
me. There was the Devolver Direct.
Yeah, I was listening to the lyrics.
What
It was
do you guys
ridiculous.
think? I'm going to put up a poll right now to see what people thought of that overall, but I love Devolver. They have fun with it. Last year, you may remember I had a cameo in that I shot from home. But that was really kind of fun to be able to do that with Devolver. So cool, awesome event, and a lot of good games in there. One of the ones that I took my eye.
There's Gearbox as well.
Looked really cool, and I think it's been announced before, but that was one that caught my eye.
Death's Door looked awesome.
That's really fun. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that.
So Gearbox is actually right now.
Today, I'll hang around for a little bit to answer a couple questions if you want to talk about Summer Game Fest stuff for maybe 5 minutes.
Apparently they're doing something, but this website doesn't seem to actually know
and then we'll come back tomorrow
where they're broadcasting or what's happening with it.
And also we'll have Square Enix, which we're really
In
excited.
typical Gearbox fashion.
So that we'll have that, and also Back for Blood. They're doing a PvP stream that will run as well. So we'll have sort of 3 events tomorrow. That'll be a big part of Summer Game Fest. I was potentially going to co-stream some other events. I think there's, but not going to be happening. So we're happy to work with the publishers that we're able to work with on their events. But I will take some questions. If you guys have any, you can send them to me on Twitter, or we can put them on on Twitch as well. I've got this little featured chat thing going where people can ask. So let me yeah, but what's
Hold on, I'm loading up this.
Devolver thing? I'm gonna actually let me put up a little.
The Devolver I would give probably like
Twitter, so you guys can go
7.5 out of 10.
See what you guys think overall. But let's go to some
Is
questions.
this Gearbox thing actually happening?
And see what you guys think overall.
Okay, it looks like it might be.
What are the plans this year for Game Awards? Great question. So we are going to be bringing
Oh shit! Hold on,
back
what?
the Game Awards as an in-person event. You probably saw at the end of Kickoff Live, I announced that.
Oh my god!
If you don't know me, I'm Randy.
Pitchford.
The founder of the Gearbox.
Yeah, this guy's ridiculous, dude.
And executive producer of the Borderlands franchise and all of the great games that we do at Gearbox. And I am right now on the set of the Borderlands motion picture.
Like, this guy is such a fuckwit.
Production, we're shooting.
But he's like he's
this
such
is
a
live
fucking
soundstage.
disaster.
And I thought, since I'm here, wouldn't it be cool if I walk you around a little bit and show you some of the cool stuff that we're doing? Let me walk you this way. This is a live set. There's guys working on the movie right now in real time. We've been everywhere. We've been in the caves of the Caustic Caverns.
What's up, haters?
We've been in the desert, in the sand quarries. We've been in the stone quarries, doing all kinds of amazing stuff. Actually, look, this is. Hey, Eli, can I grab you for a second? Yes. This is Eli Roth, our director.
Eli Roth, what? He's directing the Borderlands
This is,
movie.
our E3. These
What's
are
up,
our
guys?
gamers, and you've got Edgar.
I
here.
know. We have so much. He doesn't exist in the game, but he exists in the movie and in real life. It's Edgar Ramirez.
Well, Edgar Ramirez's character Atlas exists hypothetically in the game. We've never met him before in the game or in real life. We're meeting Atlas for the
He's
first
known
time.
primarily for like directing horror movies and stuff.
Thank you,
This
man.
is
I'm
gonna
very,
be-
very happy.
This is going to be a blast.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Look, I feel like we're just getting started. The whole point is to entertain people, and this movie that Eli's making, it's unreal.
I mean, we have. I don't want to say what we're filming, but it's lots of blood, lots of guts. It's totally bonkers, but it's also very Borderlands. I have learned how to twirl a Vlad off.
You know what? I think we should. Let me show this.
Yeah, we could show that.
This is
the stunt one. That's
this is video game fans will recognize this as the Infinity. It's a Vlad Infinity, and you've gotten pretty good at twirling.
Well, they have ones that actually, this one is light, so I could really learn to twirl because I don't want to smash a real one.
Good at that.
But Kate's amazing. She can side twirl, she can double.
Kate Blanchett. They got Kate Blanchett for this.
Isn't it unbelievable how she's brought Lilith to life?
It's
I can't wait
crazy.
for you to see. Kate is a god.
I saw, everyone thinks of Kate from Blue Jasmine or Carol, all the things she's done. And House of the Clock on the Walls, I saw how.
But Kate Blanchett is playing that character.
She brought out the great dramatic acting in Jack Black, and Jack brought out the great comedy in Kate. She was so into it. She wants to really, understand it from the inside out. Like, what are the powers? Where do they come
It's
from?
wild to watch her walk like Lilith. That blew my mind. She's totally done it.
We want to make a real great science fiction movie. We don't want to just make a great video game adaptation movie. I just want it to be a great.
Well, that's the key, right?
Great you just have to make a great sci-fi movie. Period.
And it's really come to life. So for Borderlands fans who play the video game, if you have people in your lives that you want to introduce to Borderlands but aren't going to play the game with you, this movie's how you do it. You can bring your family, your loved ones, bring them to the movie.
We want this to
introduce them to Borderlands. They're going to love it.
We want this to be like a gateway drug for the non-Borderlands fans. I mean, look, the great thing about the game is there's so much to it that you're telling 80 hours of story every time. I mean, people can live in the world, so we have to create a different experience. And the experience has to be thrilling in a different way and exciting.
Weirdly enough, I could see this movie actually working. Like, I had no interest in Borderlands, but like something about it makes me think that the movie could actually like work really well.
Like we see way Florian's playing Creed.
Florian is killing it.
Ariana is Tiny Tina. Kevin is Roland. I mean, Kevin is a man on a mission.
I can't believe.
Kevin Hart's in it too.
Full action star.
Go full action star. I think he's really going to surprise people. I think Kevin's over there.
Who else is in this movie?
I know Lisa is trying. Lisa, our
trying to
first
get a
AD.
shot. Go get him.
You go to work. All right, come with me, guys. Come with me. I'm going to see if I can find Ari.
Kate
and,
Blanchett,
one of the producers,
Ariana
Emmy,
Greenblatt, Florian Montanou, Kevin Hart, Jamie Lee Curtis is in it too. Wow.
Guys, this
Jack
is,
Black. Oh wait, Jack Black is Claptrap.
Productions, Ari Arad has made a whole bunch of awesome movies. You're probably familiar with the Arads.
Well, they definitely got a pretty
right, because Avi Arad was the founder,
pretty
and
big
CEO
cast
of Marvel Studios
for the movie.
And they created a movie called Spider-Man, and then Iron Man. I believe you were the executive producer.
Yeah, I worked on that one.
You worked on, and then the X-Men, and then the Avengers, and you know, I think it's gone from there. These are the most successful movies of all time. For
Yeah,
comic
Jack
books.
Black is Claptrap,
And
apparently.
The pitch you gave me was, "Hey, that was cool. We figured it out with comic books. We think that
I played the first Borderlands like back in the day with a bunch of people. It was pretty fun, but
and you were really flattering. And how was I to you? I was kind of a jerk, wasn't I?
You made us work for it. You made us work for it. But you were right. You were right.
Well, you have to understand, like, we get hit up from Hollywood people all the time, and it's a different world. Like, what we have to do to make video games is a completely different skill set. than
Randy
what we
Pitchford is
care about
a ridiculous human being, though.
films.
That's all I
And
know.
I didn't want. I
That's a
wanted to make sure
pretty
that
good cast though
we
for the
were
movie.
with somebody on the film
I could
side
see them actually
that was-
making it work, to be
was
honest.
with people that cared
Like
about
that might actually end up
videos,
being like a
cared
pretty
about our
good video
fans,
game movie.
And cared about the character and the worlds that we created, and was going to actually develop it. Not just, you know, a lot of these guys will collect options and just throw it at studios, just see where they can get business done. And I probably beat you up for like 2 years plus.
Oh yeah.
We called it dating for 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. I remember.
You remember we were dating for years. Yes, and but we did a deal, and it's been a long road.
Yeah, but you know what? We're here and we're psyched, and it's been worth it. You know, like.
That's crazy though. Eli Roth is directing that. I didn't know that.
And we're really proud of where we're at.
It's pretty amazing. So we're more than halfway done with the shooting.
Yeah. Well,
we're about 2/3 of the way done. Oh, look at this.
All right.
We got Eli again.
We have a really funny shot.
Oh yeah.
With the trash, we should be shooting it behind the scenes.
I was told that we
Well, I
can't.
don't think we can give it away, but I think that for him, anyways, for our behind the scenes, we should get it.
Oh. So I'll tell you what, you guys. This is Eli. This is Ari. Oh, don't look that way. We can't. No, this way. Look this way.
What are you playing Borderlands 2 on, Winter?
We can't show.
PC?
Yes. I don't want to. Okay. So guys, it's going to be an amazing E3. Borderlands the film is going to be absolutely incredible. We've got some cool stuff to show you. I know some of you are interested in seeing more about the new game that we have announced. And
What are you playing Borderlands 2 on? PC or on console?
I wish I could be there in person, but since we're digital, we're going to do it this way. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you later. Cheers.
Among the many innovative courses offered by Gearbox University, make sure you check out Borderlands Science. By solving the puzzles, you can contribute to real-world research studying the human gut microbiome. For you freshmen in the audience, here's our leading scientist, Mayim Bialik.
By playing Borderlands 3, you can contribute to real-world scientific research that helps real people. You'll be directly helping our scientists organize and compare this doo-doo.
I'm the conductor of the
Nice.
poop train! With Borderlands Science, you too can
Yeah, I haven't played those since the first game.
And while you'll reap in-game rewards when you play, the real reward is
You don't play
going to making the
have you played
world a
3?
better place.
Is 3 not better than
Gearbox
2?
University. We're not even charging tuition for this.
The Homeworld game
Homeworld.
started in the mid-90s.
That's an old game.
It would be the first ever truly 3D RTS. So that was a big deal in, the late 90s.
Oh, okay, cool. It's fun. Like I had a good time playing like with my friends and stuff.
Fate.
That's the thing with a lot of like games like that is like
It soars on the wind.
like if a bunch of my friends were like playing
from the grave.
like some kind of like co-op game or something, or they wanted to like play like a multiplayer game, like I would be down for it. But usually not everyone like jumps in like that.
But you can. hero.
Like the last time I really remember that happening was, it may have been Borderlands, to be honest, like the first one. I remember playing that with like Ben and Kiefer and someone else, I can't remember who. But like Left 4 Dead and stuff. Like I used to play Left 4 Dead with like all my friends like constantly, like a whole bunch of us had Left 4 Dead and we played like every night almost. Wonderlands? Oh, this is the Tiny Tina spinoff, okay. I heard about this, but I didn't know exactly what it was.
Quick question. We're not talking about yet, right?
That is correct.
It's my favorite. Hi, I'm Kaylo Belmore, and
Yeah,
I'm
Left 4 Dead
senior
is fun.
producer on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
I mean, I would probably be down to play Borderlands 2
So
though.
what's really unique about Wonderlands is it's a looter shooter, which is, you know, pretty classic for Gearbox software, but for the first time ever, we're setting it in a brand new fantasy environment. Even though it's inspired by some of the content we've made before with Assault on Dragon's Keep, a fan favorite.
Roll for initiative, suckers!
It's a completely standalone plot, new set of characters.
Andy
with
Samberg.
some nods to the past, but if you've never played a Borderlands game before, you can
Yo,
absolutely
I love Andy
jump
Samberg. He's
right in and
hilarious.
enjoy it just as much. So we're absolutely excited to talk about all of our new enemy types. So that is one of our wyvern enemies. You will absolutely be fighting them. They're not your average wyvern. So of course we've got
Was it?
goblins.
From what I've always heard, I've heard the second one is like the best,
We
but
like to make them our own. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you are as stoked as we are about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
like I feel like the second one gets the most
find out the latest and
praise.
greatest news. Enjoy the rest of the show.
And then there's that weird what was the other
franchise
one?
been around
Tales from the Borderlands or whatever. Like the weird Telltale Games one.
Here we are years later, and we.
And then there was the
Homeworld 3.
What the hell was there was another one too. Like there was another Borderlands game between 2 and 3. With that what's his face guy in it.
The giants have come to Midgard.
Handsome Jack or
and
whatever.
You have been chosen by the gods to protect this realm. But your first task is to find some new clothes.
What's that one called?
Drofty. Your tribe's journey starts in the wilderness. Hunt down pelts, gather rare resources, and explore the untamed world.
Oh really? Like former Telltale developers?
Return
That's
to your
cool.
village and use those resources to forge Viking-worthy gear. You must protect the seed of Yggdrasil at all costs.
I
or
played
this world
the first like 2 or 3 Walking Dead games.
destroyed forever. So take heed. The Helpings rise when the sun sets. Destroy these dark spirits.
And like
before they destroy
the story was
seed.
good, but like the engine
Glorious night makes
even
way
back then
for a
was like
new
pretty
day.
bad.
To venture into new lands, build to greater heights, and face fiercer creatures. And with great risk comes great rewards. But be careful, you're of little use to Midgard.
This looks like Diablo basically.
Craft legendary weapons, build deadly defenses, and grow the strength of your tribe.
Like
because
Diablo
those
mixed with like
giants are on their
Valheim
way.
or something.
And it's time for us to end their path of destruction.
Yeah, for sure. But like the story in the first couple
Than their height.
Walking Dead games was actually pretty good.
As the saying goes, Valhalla can't wait.
I've always heard Wolf Among Us was like excellent too. Yeah, there is a lot of Viking stuff lately, eh? Like a ton
Hello
of it.
everyone, my name is Juan Maroda. I'm the creative director at Northville. We're just under 2 months away from
Like, so much
finally
Viking stuff.
launching our upcoming 10-player co-op action RPG, Tribes of Midgard, and deliver it to you on July 27th on PS5, PS4, and Steam. In Tribes of Midgard, you play as an Einarjar, a glorious Viking hero that's been returned to Midgard in order to protect the seed of Yggdrasil, the World Tree. Every time you start a new run, you would want to go out and explore this new world, gather some resources, fight enemies, and return to your village in order to craft better equipment and food to help you survive. You can also upgrade and fortify your gear, because each night, creatures from hell will emerge from the depth to attack your tree. Make it through the night to go back out to raid enemy camps, dwell in caves, take part in events, go on quests, build anywhere, and of course, loot countless items to gain experience and level up your Viking. We now have 8 classes in the game, each with their own abilities, specificities, and playstyle. As you gain experience, you level up to unlock even more skills, which you can then combine with dozens of runes for over-the-top results. But those nightly creatures aren't even your biggest threat. You must get ready and prepare for your biggest challenge, and I mean biggest challenge to date. Every couple of days, a giant will emerge and walk towards your village with the intent of destroying the seed of Yggdrasil. You must stop it and take it down, whatever the cost, otherwise it's game over. You can of course...
This is probably pretty fun with friends and stuff too.
Own, but we highly recommend that you bring along 9 friends to thrive together.
Oh, it's like 10 people?
We cannot wait to share more
That's pretty
information
cool.
about this ever-growing epic saga in the weeks to come. In the meantime,
That's
you can
cool.
already pre-order the game.
Is
right
there like
now
a new
for an exclusive item
like a new
and be among
adapter or
the
anything, or
first
is it the
to
same
defend
hardware you
Midgard
use for the
against
original game?
Because as they say, Valhalla can wait. Thanks for watching.
Or is there even really like a need to upgrade the hardware?
At Gearbox University, it's not all textbooks and calculators. Sometimes we like to kick back and have a little fun. A good sense of humor.
The
is of
Xbox is
vital
tomorrow.
importance if you want to succeed
And then
in
right
these
after
halls.
Xbox tomorrow
Here's a
is
list of sensible wisecracks you might hear when you're exploring our campus.
Square Enix.
Why did the tribe of Midgard cross the road? To get to the O Thor side. Knock knock.
Oh my
Who's
God.
there? The commando. The commando who? I don't know. What are you axing me for? Welcome to the Home World Diner. Our special today is the dessert of Carrick. Help! I've God fallen, and I can't get up. Claptrap, Tiny Tina, and Mad Moxie walk into a bar. Wait, I think Moxie owns the bar, so why would she be walking in? She'd already be there. And is Tiny Tina old enough to drink? Maybe it doesn't matter in space. Also, what's the punchline? And how is Claptrap walking in? I want to say he counts as a unicycle. Okay, we'll work on this before we submit to E3. Gearbox University. Our comedy school is a 2-year degree.
That's cool. So you can use like any sort of like audio controller.
Macros thinks the war is over.
That you can like patch a guitar into. Godfall. Didn't...
But our fight has just begun.
I forgot this game even existed.
Our duty is to
I watched a couple of videos on this when the PS5 came out, but like it didn't really look that interesting to me.
What fun is death when
I totally forgot this game even existed. And it only came out like 6 months ago.
Breached reality. It is time, my champion.
Oh, really? Interesting that they're porting it down to PS4. I think that's the first time I've seen that happen.
We both know how this is going to end.
time for your madness?
It just looks like Destiny to me. It's like melee Destiny.
I was never just your brother. I am your god.
And after all your promises, you've ripped it too.
Greetings, everyone.
Meh.
My name is Dick Hain, and I'm the Senior Technical Producer at Counterplay Games. First and foremost, on behalf of everyone at CPG and Gearbox alike, I want to thank you for being part of Godfall's journey up until this
Hey, he's got my boom arm.
It's crazy to think that Godfall just launched in November of last year. Our developers have been hard at work ever since. In fact, this past February, we launched the massive Primal update, which included new content such as additional rooms in Tower of Trials, Primal gear, Ascension levels, and much, much more. But I'm excited to announce today that on August 10th, we will be launching Godfall on the PlayStation 4. Not only that, but owning Godfall on the PS4 entitles you to a free PS5 upgrade, and we will support cross-gen play, so PS4 and PS5 users can seamlessly co-op together. And if you've been struggling in the Ascended Tower of Trials, don't worry, we're adding matchmaking. But really, matchmaking and the PS4 edition are just the tip of the iceberg because we are so excited to launch our first ever expansion, which we've entitled Fire and Darkness.
Like, it doesn't look like a
Fire
bad
and
game,
Darkness
it just,
takes players into
like,
the Fire World
nothing
for
about
the
it
first
stands
time
out to
ever,
me.
Where they'll be met with new challenges, enemies, bosses, trophies, cosmetics, and
yes, I
so
do.
much more.
Here,
But
oh.
alongside Fire and Darkness, we're also releasing
It's not
a
the
free
worst ever,
content
but, like,
update,
you can
which
hear
we're
it for
calling
sure.
The Lightbringer update. The main component of the Lightbringer update is a new endgame.
That's why when I move it, I usually mute the mic and then move
In
it.
Lightbringer, players will fight off the darkness that threatens Aperion and be rewarded with a new loot type, Cursed Loot. Cursed Loot will challenge the player to complete particular objectives in order to lift the curse and awaken
It's
them.
kind of a pain, but I've gotten used to it over
Basically,
time.
If you thought Primal Gear was tough,
Just like if I know I'm
you're
gonna have
basically
to move the mic, I just
and
mute
then,
it
of course,
and move
we
it.
want to make fashion the forefront of Godfall, so we have added a huge library. Of
Basically,
content
only if
to
I'm
both
actually
the
moving
Lightbringer
the
update and the expansion alike,
arm itself.
all
Like
of
if
which
I'm just
can be
moving,
unlocked by
if I'm just like
simply
turning
completing
it like left to right a little bit, or if I'm just
Thank
moving
you
the
so much for your
the
time
actual
today.
mic.
It is an honor to be speaking here.
Not a big deal.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your E3.
But if I'm moving
There's
the
a
actual like
really
arm
unique tone and
considerably,
vibe
then
and
it
feel to Homeworld that hasn't
it
been
does make
made
that
since.
low frequency sound from the shifting.
It's not a prequel. It's not a remaster. It is Homeworld 3. It is the next Homeworld.
New Homeworld game.
We're glad you've chosen Gearbox University for your higher education endeavors. As you engage in your academic pursuits, don't forget to try
I know
out
those
our
games are pretty damn
extracurricular
popular.
activities. Show off your Shutterbug talents in the photography club. Make lasting connections in our chapter houses. Or if you're a boring person, you can always try out for the debate team.
When did
We also
Homeworld 2
have
come out?
sporting events, but try not to
It's a long
party
time
too
ago, right?
hard at the homecoming game, or you'll end up looking like
2003. That's a long fucking time ago.
Be sure
So
to
that's
follow
actually
us
a
on
pretty big
social
deal
media, where
for a
you'll
third one.
occasionally find free shift codes as well as news and announcements about our latest scholastic offerings. Gearbox University.
Oh right, there's also Borderlands the
shape
pre-sequel or
your
whatever the hell it
future.
is.
Because thinking for yourself is hard.
There's actually a lot of Borderlands
Now,
games.
go buy all our games.
We're back. I hope you guys had an awesome presentation from all the Gearbox games in development and Gearbox publishing products coming. Listen, I'm standing outside Kevin Hart's trailer door. I'm just gonna. You guys want to meet him? I think he wants to meet you guys. Let's see if he opens. Hey Kevin, you got a minute?
Yeah.
Borderlands fans, meet Kevin Hart.
How you guys doing, man?
Kevin Hart is so short.
Pretty pumped up right now to meet you guys. Randy, you should tell them actually how big I am in person. It's a great
Well, I'm
opportunity.
6'3", and
yeah, they can get a good grasp of how much height I put on for this role right now.
dude, you are freaking awesome. Like you don't understand. Like you're a freaking action hero.
Thank
Like,
you, man.
This
Thank
is
you.
amazing watching you work.
You know
like,
what?
You're blowing my mind.
I'm going to say I'll one-up you. I'll say it's amazing for me to have the opportunity to portray the character of Roland, of course, who you're very familiar with, because this is your creation. I think the biggest and best thing is the surprise that you guys are going to be in for. Because you got no idea what I'm doing or how I'm doing or why I'm doing it. You got no idea the level that I came in at. You got no idea how much preparation I decided to put into this particular character in this role. You got no idea. You got no idea. You don't
Kevin
even
Hart
know
and
what's
Jack
under
Black
this jacket.
worked together in Jumanji too.
You got no idea. My job is to come in, not only be prepared, but to shock. And I think right now this is what we're doing.
We are doing it. I've seen some pretty, like,
it's intense.
It's no one's ever seen you like this before.
No, I can honestly say, man, Eli is doing such a phenomenal job.
He's
from a
doing.
directing.
It's also fun to work with him. Like, he's working his ass off. Well, everyone's working their ass off.
Absolutely. You got an amazing cast. Kate, Jamie, Ariana, myself, Flo, our director, Eli, Jack Black. You put an amazing group of people together. So shouts out to you, your team at Gearbox. Shouts out to Lionsgate, for seeing that this is something that could be.
Yeah, that movie could actually be
Shouts out to
pretty cool for what it is. I could see that. Like, I love Jamie Lee Curtis too. She's fucking awesome.
Okay, you guys that know and love this world, I promise you, you're going to be in complete awe. when you
I
see
can't wait
how
for
good we have made it become,
Halloween Kills.
from a place of
I
vision,
hope it's
you're
really
going to
good.
believe that you're in this place with us. So
Wow,
I
you're
couldn't
making
be
me
more
cry,
pumped.
man.
It's dope. It's dope,
Dude,
man.
my eyes are welling up.
No,
Hey,
it's
thank you,
dope.
man. Hey, I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you taking a minute to introduce yourself to our fans.
No problem. I'm going back in here in the weight room.
I'll see you later.
I got a weight room.
The 2018 Halloween I thought was like really good.
know why later.
I really enjoyed that movie.
Take it easy, Kevin. Thanks, man. Holy crap,
Like,
you guys.
easily the best Halloween
I can't
movie
wait for
since
you
the
to see
original.
This movie. It won't be long, but we still got a lot of work to do. We're a little bit more than halfway done with production. And but you know what? Back at home at Gearbox, all the great people that created this universe that I'm here representing on behalf of all the talent at Gearbox, we're hard at work making new stuff. So check this out, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, everybody.
For those of you who've never seen the greatest the world has ever revealed, I'd like to introduce myself.
Well, I mean, I wasn't expecting much of the Gearbox stuff anyways. It was like probably like I'd give it maybe a 3.5 out of 10. I think the biggest announcement of that was probably the fact that a Homeworld 3 game is being made. But like personally, I'm not really like none of their games really I have any interest in. I could see the Borderlands movie being pretty cool. Yeah, that was definitely the weakest so far. Like, the Ubisoft presentation was by far better than that even.
And the Gearbox presentation is a wrap, and my goodness, I have so many thoughts.
Greg
What are you doing?
Miller.
You're smiling at the
I
camera.
don't like him.
You get to carry all the weight this time. I get to just look at it and go, hey guys, how you doing? Good to see you.
Carrying the weight, yeah.
I used to like Greg, but then
I
all the
don't
stuff
even
with
know where
Colin
to start.
happened,
Let's
and
start with Tiny Tina.
I haven't
What a
really
tease.
liked him very much since then.
I want more.
Come on.
I want more.
I thought for sure we had already gotten the Tiny Tina trailer. I thought we had a little bit of gameplay, right? And you didn't.
100%.
Obviously, we got to talk to somebody making the game. That's always great, and I like giving devs the spotlight.
Yeah,
but
they
I
didn't
wish
show
we
any
could see
gameplay for that at all.
More, and we know Wanda Sykes is in the game. We know Will Arnett's in
That
the game.
probably would have been
The
the
characters hear a little bit from it, right?
the biggest part of that presentation if they showed gameplay.
I'm here for it
Early
still,
2022, they got plenty of time to do all this, like the drip feed of information as we lead up to it. Yeah.
I'm super excited about the cast though. Will Arnett,
Yep.
oh my god, is the villain Dragon Lord. So I'm like, I mean, can he give Handsome Jack a run for his money? If anyone could, I would say Will Arnett. You know, I just think he's a fantastic actor. And then Andy Samberg is just hilarious. Wanda Sykes is hilarious. And obviously Ashley Birch is back. Butt Stallion is back.
Of course, yes.
So I am really excited about it. It was kind of interesting though, because during that presentation, Randy was talking to a couple producers, and they were just talking about this new movement. We saw comic book movies, everything with Marvel and DC, but maybe we could start seeing some more video game movies. So
yeah, right. That's what we were talking about earlier with Free Guy. Right? Am I allowed to be excited for this movie? I was asking over there, right? And I ask that all the time with every Borderlands announcement, because you have Eli Roth on, right? You have Cate Blanchett, you have Jamie Lee Curtis, you have Janina, and the list goes on. The Blackjack, you know, we at the very end there see Kevin Hart, and it's like that's a stellar cast. And again,
that is a stellar cast for that movie.
Look so spot on to what you'd expect these characters to be, that I do wonder, if this is the one where we turn the corner, similar we're talking about turning the corner with comic book movies, if this will be the one for video games. Even though I know Detective Pikachu, I'm not throwing shade. I'm not throwing Pikachu shade. I'm just saying, in terms of one that's very straight up, like this is what the video game world looks like on the silver screen. Is that what it's going to be?
I think it always comes down to story and if they capture the world correctly. But obviously, want to talk about video games a little bit. I know one of the better jokes is I'm Godfallen and I can't get up. I know you were a big fan of Godfall, so.
I wasn't. I wanted to be a big fan of Godfall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what had happened is Godfall dropped, and I played a little bit of it and liked it, but I fell off because it was so content light. Blessing on my team actually played a lot of it. He liked it. He's came back recently because of a lot of stuff they talked about there.
Okay.
And that's the thing I think that slid under the radar with Godfall.
Yeah.
Is that nobody, and I shouldn't say nobody, but the majority, when you look at Metacritic for Godfall, nobody was like, the gameplay is bad, the gameplay loop is bad. It was just, oh, we need more. And I think what's interesting about Godfall, if you haven't been paying attention to Counterpoint,
yeah, that does seem like that was the consensus.
Giant Primal update. They're about to give you the Lightbringer update, which is free and going to give you a whole new endgame, let alone...
That was the same thing with Destiny when it came out too, though.
But is a full-blown expansion.
Like, no one was talking shit about the way Destiny played. Like, that game actually has pretty solid mechanics.
Where it's been building.
But then the original one just didn't have anything to do at the end of the game other than
like on IGN a 6 or 6.5,
collecting stupid engrams and shit.
That the gameplay and what I played of the melee combat.
I finished Destiny 1 and then I stopped playing because I was just like,
which you don't see as much of, and to see it as gorgeous as it looked on PlayStation 5. Now to see it coming to PlayStation 4. Now to see it with a free update if you buy it on PlayStation 4. So when you can get a PlayStation 5, you can get it. I think Godfall might honestly be, from the perspective of new information, one of the more interesting ones there, because there's a lot going on.
I mean, we have some of the video up right now, and the game looks absolutely breathtaking.
One thing I will say about this game that I do appreciate is it's very colorful.
Animation-wise,
there's a lot of nice colors in it. Like the color palette's pretty great.
We could talk about video games, Borderlands all day, but we're gonna have to send it over to Golden Boy and the game in just a second.
Other than that, I don't really have much. It looks okay.
More in the production
gameplay
of
looks
Borderlands
alright.
movie from CEO
Just knowing that it's like a looter kind of game makes me not want to play it at all.
I am in Budapest. I am working on a movie. The fact that that I've been there from the very first moments of Borderlands and have executive produced and did a lot of design and development and even storytelling with all of the Borderlands games over the years. I just happen to be the guy that's helping these guys make sure it's an authentic Borderlands movie. And you know, I've loved a lot of the
thing with this guy is I think he just needs to
in video game IP, and I love the fact that
like I think he needs to keep his mouth shut sometimes. Like he says really stupid things
video game movies have disappointed
online,
me,
like on Twitter
really
and such.
Like it's not my movie, but I'm doing everything I can to make sure that this team of incredible filmmakers, this director, this cast, this unbelievable crew has all the support in the world from us, and has the access to myself and all the members of Gearbox to make sure that the authenticity is there. And we're doing everything that we can to make sure that's the case. I don't want to spoil anything for the movie, but
like
it's just fun.
Everything I know about him, like he doesn't seem like a completely like atrocious human being or anything, but like he just says some really stupid things sometimes.
We're here with our media friends, and yeah, I mean, you know, we just had the Gearbox presentation. Randy Pitchford there.
Yeah, I love Golden Boy. He's awesome.
You know, saying video game movies have disappointed him. Man, spice that Randy Pitchford, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, look, video game movies have.
He's good for a laugh, though.
To crack because video games
say
are
that.
an active experience. Movies are a comparatively passive experience. How do you translate that adequately? But I do think in the last several years, you're seeing movies like the new Tomb Raider, like Pokemon Detective Pikachu, and even like what we're seeing with Free Guy, for example, where
Detective Pikachu is pretty good. I like that movie. I had a good time watching it.
You have a real opportunity there, but I'm just kind of champing at the bit to actually see the movie. It was cool to see behind the scenes a little bit, but I want to see more beyond just like silhouetted production still. So hopefully we'll get that pretty soon, please.
But did you see the cast list, though?
The cast list is awesome.
Andy Samberg, Wanda Sykes, Will Arnett, Ashley Birch, of course. Who else am I missing?
Yeah, I mean.
Wait, what? Andy Samberg's in the movie?
But then on the other
That's Tiny
side,
Tina.
you got what's it? Kevin Hart, who we saw.
Kevin Hart, Jack Black,
Jack Black.
Claptrap.
I didn't.
He's
Andy
very clear
Samberg's
that,
not in the movie.
Acquiring talent to get them into this, whether it be the game or the movies, not a problem now because people seem to be really, really wanting to get into these video game IPs off of it.
Yeah, everyone's attracted to Borderlands as an IP. Like, everyone wants to be a part of it. You're a voice actor. You're an actor in general. You're Butt Stallion. You're getting in there somehow.
It's true, which is crazy because that was my nickname back in high school. Was Butt Stallion. They called me Alex Butt Stallion Mendez, but then they were like, no, you know, you can't make it in esports with that name. So I changed it to Golden Boy. You know,
Because you got booty meat. You got booty meat, right?
Of course I do. I'm Puerto Rican. So now here's the deal.
Yeah, the Tiny Tina game has
Dan,
Andy
you
Samberg.
said this the best, but Damon, I'm going to start this with you. That there was a lot of.
Oh, you watched
teasing of
those no clip
things,
documentaries?
but not a lot of seeing of things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome, eh? I've watched a ton of those too.
Homeworld's great. I'm so glad we're going to get to see another RTS game. Like we need more RTS games. Just would have been nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched the Valve and Half-Life one. I'm pretty sure.
Kind of the theme, I think, of Gearbox's presentation. I'm a Pandora knower myself.
Yeah.
But coming out of that, we don't know much more about Tiny Tina's Wonderland than we knew going into it, right? It was announced earlier this week. I was really expecting like a
the Doom
gameplay
one. The
reveal,
Doom one is
especially since it's supposed to be
awesome.
less
I
than a
loved
year
the
away.
Doom one.
So yeah, it's these are all things that I'm excited about. It would have been nice to see them.
Yeah, and Michael, let's save your favorite.
What's the
game
one? This month there's a really good looking one
we
coming
were
out.
joking. We were talking about Blessing, and Blessing, was a fan of Godfall. Blessing, by the way, should probably be on this couch next year. We got to make it happen, Poppy. But let's talk about Godfall.
They released a
because,
teaser of it like a few
these
days
are
ago.
The types
What
of
was
games that No Man's Sky, for example, is a great example. The game that comes out, and you're like, could have been so much more.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like Godfall might be going down that path of like developing its identity.
Oh, Demon Souls remake, right?
Even better than what it was.
That's what it is.
Or what the developers had hoped for on release.
Yeah, so here's the thing, is like, when a game comes out, it's not always like straight up dead. It's not, games aren't really dead on arrival anymore. They have, they still can, there's life that can be brought into it. You see it all the time, one of my favorite games of all time, Final Fantasy XIV, was a free trial, level 60, critically acclaimed expansion pack, Heavensward,
No.
It was great.
And then so like I'm not saying
It's
that
releasing
Godfall
this
is
month
gonna
sometime.
become this wild thing that
Documentary
everyone
about the
goes
Demon
back to,
Souls remake
but
with
you have a dedicated audience, and I think
What's that company?
this is a thing I've noticed when I talk to developers a
Blue
lot
Point.
who have ongoing games, is that over the years they found a dedicated fan base who they've been able to communicate with. Like, what do y'all want? What should
That
we
should
do
be a
with
good
this
one,
game?
I think.
This is our vision. Let me share it with y'all, and then y'all can form it to be what y'all want. Because if you're the ones who are here, then we can build from there. So like Godfall isn't necessarily this wild multiplayer experience as, say, like something like Fallout 76, which has now a huge fan base.
Very true.
But I mean,
Yeah, definitely watch the
you
Doom
never
one
wanna
though.
put out a
The Doom
game
one
and
was like
then,
excellent.
kill it off. Like we saw that with Battleborn, which you bring up a lot. And
Yeah. It broke my heart. Broke my heart.
But yeah, and I'm sure that they don't want something like that to happen again.
Yeah, I agree. But that said, though, to put a bow on Gearbox, I do want to say Tribes of Midgard looks
Yeah, it's got like
awesome.
Mick Gordon and
That is a game
stuff
I'm
is in it too.
100% picking up because
Pretty
I was
solid.
addicted to Valheim, but the combat always left me, a lot to be desired. For that game in particular, that looks extremely fun. But guys, we got more to come here at E3 2021, especially from our friends at GamesBeat, plus a preview of what's to come tomorrow. So make sure you stay with us.
Yeah, so
I can't remember the age that I started playing. There was an Atari.
there's a
I
VR
used to
showcase at 6
steal,
o'clock.
For whatever reason,
EST.
just the cartridges. Not really putting two and two together that I can also play the games, but I love the cartridges. ET.
But then other than that, like that's it until tomorrow. Tomorrow Xbox is at 1 o'clock, and then Square Enix is at 3:15.
We would be able
And
to
then
find
Warner Brothers
coveted,
is
or
at
less
5
coveted,
o'clock.
ET, the extraterrestrial game.
And then a PC gaming show after that, as well as a future game show. So tomorrow is like loaded with stuff. Excuse me. Not sure. I mean, so he's not. It's like he's not returning to like work on another game or whatever, right? Like if they ever do one. What was the whole deal with that anyways? Wasn't it just like something to do with him not wanting to include certain songs in the soundtrack or something weird?
2018年，致力于为全世界的中文游戏玩家提供专业、精准、迅速的资讯情报。篝火营地立足于中国，与多家国际一流游戏媒体同行达成正式内容合作关系。
Or him wanting to like retain the rights to certain songs on the soundtrack, something like that. Can't really remember what was up with that.
服务了数百万的读者和玩家。我们的愿景是做游戏文化传播者。您可以在全球各大手机应用市场下载篝火营地 APP， 或者访问3w.gamebonfire.com 来加入游戏传播者的行列。
As a part of Play For All, GameSpot will be bringing you the latest gaming news and announcements, interviews with developers, the biggest press conferences, and lots more. Play For All is our yearly online event that combines the excitement and announcements of E3 with charity live streams.
Original release of the soundtrack had very different mixing with a lot of compression that ruined the dynamics of the music.
So
Spoke out against it.
For E3 and Play For All
okay, I see. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
YouTube.com/GameSpot, Twitch.tv/GameSpot, and as a part of the E3's official broadcast.
So basically, they altered a bunch of shit, probably. That he had already like mixed or whatever, and then
E3
he didn't agree with the changes
LA.
they made.
It's been quite a show. It's not over yet. We're gonna look back, ladies and gentlemen, at some of the most historic and iconic moments in E3 history. But I have to apologize for the people who are going to do this, all right? I don't know if you understand what GamesBeat is. It's a great site full of great people like Dean and Mike. But there's also a person there named Jeff Grubb. And Jeff Grubb is not a man you want to know, ladies and gentlemen, but he's in this video, and I'm very, very sorry for it. So without further ado, my apologies, but here is Jeff and Mike from GamesBeat.
It's the internet. You're busy because it's E3. I'm Jeff Grubb. I work for GamesBeat.com. Joining me is Mike Minotti, who's going to say hi to all the good people right now.
Hi, good people.
Mike, it's time to learn to love E3 again because we're jaded games journalists. I understand.
I see. Okay.
A bunch of stuff to thaw my cold.
Yeah, that would make sense. Because they're probably,
of E3.
You know, because they have to stick to the street date they've announced and everything, and then.
Yeah, you know, my heart only has.
He's probably being a perfectionist about it.
You can call yourself jaded all you want. I am just a ball of E3 love, and I'm going to roll it over you.
Of E3 of gamer Christmases past, future, and present. Yes.
Well, not future. Those are sad.
Okay, that's right. Yes,
analogy.
yes, right.
You illiterate scum. But yeah, this will be great.
All right, Mike. What is this? Should we set it up, or should we just start playing it?
No, this is when Sony announced the Final Fantasy VII remake at E3. This is from somebody in one of the front rows. So we're gonna hear how excited and happy all those people are.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jeff.
Well, listen, it's just a commercial. How excited can it be?
Oh, boo.
Oh, it's just like, so this is like from the audience. Okay.
Dude, this was insane. I literally, I jumped up out of my seat and I started like punching the ceiling at my old house, and I like punched holes into the ceiling accidentally.
Like redone, right?
That's how fucking excited I got when this happened.
Oh, so that's like a game. And they're like, no, it's not. So everyone was disappointed, but then we got this.
I remember.
You see that?
I saw the
big sword, and people are starting to realize what it is. That's
yeah. I saw the slide thing from the playground, and I was like, oh shit.
Recognize that. So yeah, it's kind of very slowly dawning throughout the audience. I think most of them who really like Final Fantasy VII knows what it is, and they're recognizing the name.
Yeah.
That's a great reveal, right? They don't start with Cloud. You start with Baron, then you get Dead. This is when everybody really knows what's up, even if you weren't aware yet. All right.
Right. Yes. Even if you were like a very casual fan, someone who never played Final Fantasy before. Yeah. Okay. I've got a slight chills, Mike. Slight chills.
And I know you're not a weeb like I am, but come on.
What is this, Mike?
What?
It says Super Smash Brothers Mega Man trailer.
Oh, this is the most excited I have ever been from E3. I love Smash Brothers, but Mega Man is my favorite video game character. And this was back when
this was pretty sick.
Third-party characters, like this point right here. Like,
oh, they're just showing like iconic moments from E3.
I lost it, Jeff. I was
like when they announced FF7 remake.
With him, I absolutely flipped out. Like I play a ton of Smash Brothers. Mega Man is literally the character I would.
Yeah, this was pretty sick too when they showed
At this
this.
point, there was no indication that was going to happen. We had only gotten Snake and Sonic as third-party characters at this point ever in the series. And look at he's doing all his great moves. This incredible remixed version of Mega Man 2 music. The beautiful CG art. This is still the best Mega Man has ever looked, by the way. Is this like Smash Brothers version of him? The kind of like it like captures the proportions of the 8-bit sprite. Like he's kind of.
And then when they showed, now it's Smash Brothers is just ridiculous.
I'm sick of hearing about things that you love. If you're not gonna bring anything that I oh, okay, wait, what's this? Okay.
Oh, yo, is this?
All right.
This is the weird Pokemon.
Okay, maybe this might do it for me.
This
might
like
be my
Dynasty Warriors thing.
favorite moment from any E3 ever.
Isn't it?
I've been a long time Legend of Zelda fan. And
oh no, this is Breath of the Wild. I just saw Capcom and Pokemon at the bottom. This is Breath of the Wild.
The assessment that they needed to change things up, and when they said they were going to change things up, and they delayed Breath of the Wild because they're like, we found a new way of doing things, we're going to try to change it. I didn't really believe it, and then they released this trailer, and I was just all in. It might be the best trailer for anything ever. Period. I don't know. Honestly, it's almost just like good filmmaking. This trailer, like
it is insane.
They know, like,
here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, here he's gonna laugh. The bird's gonna laugh. I love it for some reason.
Rivoli.
It's really good. Here it comes. I think about that all the time.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
The way they frame that in that song, it gets me pumped.
I love Mega Man.
Here it comes indeed.
I never played 11, but it looked really good. I've heard it's like extraordinarily difficult.
That's great. That is so good.
Oh, this is a big boy, Mike.
This is a pretty short clip here. I think everyone's gonna know what it is.
This is the
2004. See, it's not just about video games, Jeff, and trailers and demos. Sometimes it's just about
this is old as hell. This one.
Personalities, and this was like the emergence of the Reginator from 2004.
I'm gonna hit play. I'm very excited.
My name is Reggie. I'm about kicking ass. I'm about taking names, and we're about making games.
That's all we need to
Reggie.
know.
For those who don't know, Reggie invented the Bigfoot pizza, I think. So, of course, just...
I like how that's what you brought up. For those of you who don't know, I thought you were going to talk about how, like, important Reggie was for video games Nintendo. He invented the Bigfoot.
I think it was the Bigfoot, and I don't think he invented it, but whatever. Yeah, his name's on the patent.
No, he was in his basement, staying up all night.
Yep.
He's like, I got it. I cracked it. All right, before people get mad, we better do something from Microsoft now. If ever there was a sequel that was anticipated, it was Halo 2 after Halo 1 came out. Yeah. And it was a very big deal.
This is the game that made me get an Xbox. I got an Xbox for Halo 2. Absolutely.
Everyone's very excited. The only thing people didn't like about Halo 2 is the ending, right? Which,
yeah. Cliffhanger stuff, yeah. Spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning.
2021.
And I think, especially at this point, this kind of long, uninterrupted gameplay demo was maybe a little bit more unusual, right? I think this is what popularized that. Like even up till like 2015 with Sony, they have a pretty long Uncharted 4 demo. That's basically the same kind of format, right? You just play a long level from the game.
Take it away,
This is
Jason.
E3 2007, and it's kind of hard to believe now, but this was the E3 where Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was the belle of the ball.
Yes.
Like Call of Duty is the biggest thing in the world right now, and still is, and people are excited about it. But
yeah, this is what made Call of Duty enormous.
It maybe isn't like a showpiece for the show anymore, because a lot of those people are, again, they're hoping for something more surprising than here's the next Call of Duty. At this point, this was really Call of Duty hitting its stride. Like that moment right there, people freaked out about. People talked about that all show. You did not see that guy in the tall grass till he got up, and that absolutely destroyed people's brains in 2007. But you know, Jeff, it's not just about gameplay demos and executives. Sometimes celebrities could even make their way into your heart.
Man, this really was a moment, wasn't it?
This was awesome.
Everyone loves Keanu Reeves.
It's not like John Wick.
I'm not one to gaga and go over celebrities, but this is pretty neat.
And remember crowds? He seems to be very interested in the game that he was making. So that's kind of all you can ask for from a celebrity, right? Just come, don't talk down, seem like you're enjoying yourself, maybe even actually enjoy yourself, and people will respond to that. And also, kind of be Keanu Reeves.
This was so good.
You think they're going to bring him out this year to have him apologize? Yeah, that's pretty great. Why don't we go back again, though, pretty far back to E3 2000 to see what was, gosh, I was pretty young at this point.
Oh, they didn't even show the breathtaking part.
This is the most excited, I think.
That's the part that made the whole thing.
People be for a video game. Like, this seemed like it was by far the biggest deal in the world at the time, and it's Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh yeah, dude, this is
such a big deal. It was.
I remember seeing this trailer, and I was like,
getting the sequel on PlayStation 2.
This is insane. Like
seeing all this stuff and just it just looked so good.
Yeah, they literally skipped the best part of the Keanu
You have to understand,
cameo.
like, at this point, the fact that we're seeing raindrops like bouncing off of objects, and we're seeing this like these light bloom effects, like this was all pretty nuts.
I watched the. I remember I had like a PlayStation like demo disc or something, and they included. Thanks for the like on Facebook, Trevor. How's it going? I remember I got like a demo disc though. I think it was because I subscribed to PlayStation Underground, and they included like the Metal Gear Solid 2
in 1995 again
trailer on it,
E3, and this was
it was I watched it like literally like
Saturn's little
must be like at least 50 times
show about the Saturn, and
because it was just so fucking insane. Just like that, some of the stuff that they were showing off in that game before it came out.
As they were getting ready to launch the original PlayStation.
Sony Computer Entertainment President of America, Steve Reyes, joined me for.
So this guy right here had just given a long, boring presentation, and he did that on purpose to really emphasize what's about to happen right here. Where Steve Reyes
the demo discs were awesome.
One thing.
$299.
Got chills there a little bit because that's it right there. This is them understanding immediately. This is PlayStation, not out yet. Sony, not really in video games yet, especially not as a hardware company. But they already understand.
The PlayStation Underground though was like that was such an awesome thing back in the day.
It's kind of unbelievable, and it was the rest is history, right? Like they
because they included like a whole bunch of times, like they had like there was like an Easter egg sort of thing, and you could like access like secret demos.
PlayStation would lower the price,
and it would be like weird like Japanese
import
import games and stuff like that.
After that, but it was
a bunch of which like we never even got
at that point, and it all happened right there.
That's actually where I first found irritating stick.
Yeah,
on one of those demos.
I didn't even talk about giant enemy crabs and weird Elder Scrolls.
Because there was like a Japanese demo of like it was called Ira Bo.
All the fun stuff that's happening right
the Japanese name.
In the future. So just admit
and I was like, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. And they had a demo for this like weird cooking game too.
I like games too. Don't tell anybody.
No, we're telling everyone.
Okay.
Where you like managed a restaurant or something, and you had to like chop the vegetables and stuff like that.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the show. I hope we didn't keep you too long. And if you tuned back and you're just getting here right now and you're confused, good.
Yeah, demo discs were awesome. Well, they did on PS3 there was what the hell was it? They basically tried to do like a demo disc sort of thing digitally.
Bye.
I can't remember what it was called, but they did it for a while on PS3, and I remember I watched it all the time, every time one of them came out, but then I guess just like it kind of became redundant.
Hi, I'm Mana Ikeda, and I currently work for a Japanese video game company called Artplay as the current art director, and previously I worked on Bloodstained Ritual of the Night as the communications manager, and I also drew the box art. So that's just kind of a summarized version of myself.
I really like her artwork.
I always thought I was going to be an illustrator, like just a freelance illustrator from start to the end. Art was my passion, and it still is. But I always wanted to.
I'm super excited that there's another Bloodstained game coming out.
Anything that
I loved the first one. It was
like comics,
it was so much fun.
Video games, just anything in general.
It probably wasn't as good as like Symphony of the Night or anything, but it was still really good.
Art directing is something that improves the overall gameplay, and and also the game designer will know like, oh, there was these kinds of ideas, because when I started to do this job, like they didn't really have an idea of what they really wanted to do visually. So it's basically like, oh, I want to make this kind of game, but I don't know what it looks like. And for me, that's where I come in and kind of help them kind of fill that in. I started as a fan, and I really wanted to. Well, my artwork was very inspired by the games that they created in the past. So at that point, I knew what I wanted as a fan, and with Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, it was a game that's based on gothic horror, and the past, and the people that were working on the past Castlevania games were working on. And for me, I was a huge fan of Castlevania and the gothic feeling of that entire series. And I haven't seen a lot of games that were like that, and it was very unique. And since my artwork was inspired by that kind of game, I drew a lot of those kind of dark horror game kind of style.
That one seemed like they were like interrupted her.
I was someone who knew from a very young age that I wanted to be an artist and do this specific type of work.
Yeah, those are good posters.
Even though I didn't really know, or I had one specific goal, I still struggled to do so. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, because they wanted to be something like a specific job they want, and they can't achieve it, even though they try really hard. And for me, I think that's totally fine, and they should try something else that's new, because if I didn't take this chance of becoming a communications manager and also the translator for the company, I wouldn't have been in this art director position at all. I would have been like, I would be like, no, I want to do art as a career. I'm not going to take this translation job. And I still, to this day, be a freelance artist taking on these mundane work that, that I had no art direction whatsoever in. And so I feel like for those who are struggling and, thinking of quitting their passion job, because it's, like if you're working on something that you're very passionate about, you get very emotional about it. And I'm sure a lot of people feel very down when things don't go right, or things that they're worried about, doesn't get resolved doing the same kind of work over and over again. So I feel like for those people, like in a very similar situation as when I was struggling as an artist, I feel like they should try something else that's new. So for me, video game was like my second passion, and I really wanted to be involved in some way. So I decided to take on that job and be a translator. But in the end, people, when you're very passionate about something, people recognize that. And I was both passionate about video game and art. So in the end, I became an art director that I never thought I would be able to do. So I feel like for those people, take the chance, even if it might not be something that you really want to do as an end goal. You should take the chance if it does change your career.
Cool. All right. Well,
Great stuff there, of course.
For now, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go actually have a nap for probably a couple hours. But I will be back probably around like maybe 8 o'clock. And I'm going to start Ratchet and Clank. And I'm like super fucking excited to play Ratchet and Clank. That game looks... It's going to be super fun.
Of course, before that, there was Jeff Grubb, Games.
But thanks for watching, Winter. And everyone else that's in here.
That it didn't play, that it was a joke. Jeff Grubb is not a terrible person. He's just extremely...
I think the press conferences tomorrow are going to be like a lot more interesting.
I want to remind you, don't forget to check out.
I'm really looking forward to the
Square
Enix show.
E3 apparel
The Xbox One should be pretty good too, honestly.
I'm having a great time watching you do this, Greg. Man, if only I could commemorate it in a way that I could wear.
But Ubisoft wasn't too bad.
The old baseball games or the sock hops.
And the Devolver show was pretty hilarious.
He's going to be behind the bar cleaning the glass.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. And like I said, I'll be back in a couple hours to play Ratchet and Clank, so should be a good time. Take care, guys.
I know there's Vegas bets if I'll take my shirt off during the
I'm from the future. In 24 years from now, you will become a translucent propensity from the dream that never ended.
Easy there, Senator.
Steven Weber, Stars and Wings. 7 years on NBC. Ah!
Shut up, you fucking idiot. Grandma's dead.
We're but vagabonds of the ages. Get yourself up to the mop deck for 1402.
Bye-bye.